Let's get our YouTube chat pulled up. Always the struggle. We'll be ready to go. We joined one of our final 2+12s. Let me make sure my mic's working. I always start the stream before I turn on my mic. Okay, we've got this button clicked. Getting YouTube chat pulled up, but we're in a group for a 12 Motherlode. The only 2 12s that we need left are Motherlode and Cinder Brew. That's it. That's all, the last 2 12s that we need. And then we can start pushing 13s. I did join a 13 group yesterday. There's a 13 Theater of Pain, and we made it through the first boss, no deaths. And then people just started dying to the dumbest stuff. I'm talking like standing in frontals and like it was ridiculous. So then we ended up not finishing, or I think our mage just like left. They just alt F forward. It was a pretty tragic, death of a key, but we definitely had the 13 in the bag. If that guy hadn't just left and played stupid, that's okay. It happens, I guess. But now we got Motherlode 12. Motherlode's one of those keys where it's like it's categorically pretty easy, but it can be done so many different ways that like things can just go wrong in this place. So we'll see. I'm gonna be busting my butt today. Gonna be try-harding. I'll be talking through all the motions, like all of my decisions and whatnot. Really gonna time these last 2 12s. Now, last night, I was able to time Mechagon Workshop, which got me a nice boost in IO because I was pretty low on Mechagon. I hadn't really pushed it that much. And then I did a Floodgate. Where's Floodgate? It went up to my top. I did a Floodgate 12, and we absolutely blasted that key. We timed it with like a few minutes left, so it shot up to the top of our keys done. I think we might have even 2-chested it, so crazy key there. But now we're waiting on Motherlode. There's a lot of people that are queuing up, but this warrior is like, no, I want specific things. Which, I mean, if it's your 12 key, honestly, I can't really blame him. Or for him to choose me first, it feels good. It feels good. But I don't really know what we're waiting on. Maybe like a enhancement shaman he wants first, or like a rogue maybe for some skips. I couldn't tell you, but welcome in everyone. Happy Monday. Love me a Monday stream. For some reason, it's the day where I always play the best. Maybe it's because I feel the pressure of the vaults. Like I feel the pressure of like if I don't get it done today, I won't get it done this week, And yeah, I don't know. Something about that pressure just makes me play better. Also, what am I doing? What am I showing? Vaults. Let me show you the vaults. So we are just completely capped out. Like I've done so many 12s this week, so many 12s and 10s and 11s that our vault is just like capped to the max. We have a fully heroic vault. My guild did kill one mythic boss this week, but we didn't have enough time to go for the second one. So I'm expecting next week we'll probably have a mythic vault slot in the raid category. But for now, we have just capped it out. Oh no, the warrior gave up. The warrior was like, look, I'm not finding what I want. And he just quit the group. You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it. And it sucks because there's no more Motherlodes, or I have it filtered down to Motherlode and Cinderbrew. There's none of these ready. So maybe we type in 12, see if there's a 13 going. A 13 Cinderbrew. That'd be a tough key, but we could definitely do it. Definitely do it. But how's everyone doing today? Hopefully your Monday is starting off strong. It would be nice. There's nothing like making me get all the 12s this week, but something about like I kind of challenged myself, like, can I get all the 12s done and out of the way this week? And so far, I'm cruising through them. I'm knocking them out left and right. And I really do think I've gotten most of the hard ones out of the way. I would say Cinderbrew's up there in like the hard category, but like if I can 2-chest a Floodgate, I can time a Motherlode. You know what I mean? Like that's how I see it. We just gotta get into a group. I'll wait and see where the 12s are. Now I do have an 11 rookery, but there's honestly no reason why I push that. But also on the docket for today. So after we get these keys done, or like maybe we sit here in queues and wait for these keys to be posted for a while. Regardless, eventually we're gonna load up our alts. I at least want to get a vault slot open for our druid, and I want to get a vault slot open for my resto shaman. Um, because like this early in the season, like just getting a piece of gear at like a high item level from the vault each week for such low time investment is just so worth it. So that's the plan today. Do some 12s on the monk, do some alt keys on the druid and shaman, and possibly other alts if we have time, depending what these 12s look like, how quickly they go. Really, it's just a matter of people posting their 12s. I guess like on a Monday, it's kind of asking a lot to see if people would actually want to do their 12 key. Um, but I think eventually, one will just pop up. We'll queue up, hopefully get in, go from there. Homework 13? Oh, brother, sign me up. No way we get into that. Man, we're getting close though. The achievement is on the horizon. I don't know what the achievement's called. Maybe one of you guys knows what it's called, but the one where when you get all the dungeons 12, you get, let's see, I guess it would be War Within Dungeons. You get an achievement and it allows you to not like break your key at certain levels and stuff or something. It's a very weird one, but very useful achievement, I know. Beat every dungeon Kazagala or mythic keystone difficulty as a tank, healer, and damage dealer. Oh, that's a fun trinket. So we have to do all the dungeons as a tank and a damage dealer? Interesting. Oh, that's a uh sick achievement. What do you get? Do you just get the achievement? You don't get like a mount or anything? Give me a mount. All right, we found a 12. Let's see if we can get into it. Hopefully we do. I mean, I would think they would accept us. We've timed every 12 except for two, and those two we've timed I guess one of those we've timed the 11. So I would think we're a pretty good candidate to get invited to these keys, especially if there's a Prot Warrior as the tank. Prot Warrior plus Mistweaver is a pretty solid duo. But we just have to queue up, see if we can get in. I mean, do we windwalk some keys? Do we brewmast some keys? Not opposed to it. What would it be called? Easy as bread. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Always nice to see you, Easy as bread. How's your day going? Are y'all playing that new game? What's it called? Uh, Repo? Repo, is that one that y'all told me about where it's like you're trying to get as much money as possible and it's like funny but scary or something? Or is that the one? Or am I mixing that up with another one? Hey, okay, we got into the 12. It's about time. Yo. I used my TP earlier and this person just disbanded. Brother Bear, good to see you. Yes, we've been playing it a decent bit. Is that the same game? Is that the one that I'm thinking about? I've seen some clips on TikTok of it, like some funny moments and stuff, but it could be fun. It could be fun, but I'm still not convinced. Whew. Our IO is getting up there. Getting up there. We'll be at 2,900 soon. If we time this key, I don't know if it'll put us at 2,900. We'll go from we'll gain about 25, so we'll go to about 77. But if we time both of these keys today, especially the Cinder Brew, Cinder Brew alone could take us up to 2,900. But it looks fun. I bet it would be fun with you guys too. Definitely would be fun. Let's see, what is this guy waiting on? Very interested to see, like, there's so many good candidates queuing up. What is it that we want? Like, why are we turning away all these people? Always curious to like see that from people. Like this dude, this priest, 659 with 2,900. I would snipe him up. Snipe him up. Unless you can see that he's like only a healer main, then probably not. It's so fun. Goodness, this medicine is making me yawn. I'm not even tired. It's so fun. There was a moment OP baited everyone into kind of dying, and it was just me and him left. And as we were in a room, I said, "Just know it's not your fault, OP." And as I said that, an enemy appeared over his shoulder and killed me right in front of him. Oh my goodness, OP. What are we gonna do with him? Oh gosh, that's funny. Did y'all clip it? Y'all need to be clipping these things. I bet y'all could just like put them on TikTok and they, eventually one would probably do well. All right, what are we waiting on? Well, we got a balanced druid, so I bet he's waiting for like an Ellie shaman or an enhanced shaman. People in my keys have been like, whenever we need a lust, they're like, just don't get an Ellie shaman. Just don't get an Ellie shaman. See here, we took a mage, probably a fire mage. And so far, the fire mages I'm playing with are stinkers. All of them. They have all been bad. And then the Ellie shaman that I played with the other day, dude, he did like so much damage. Maybe I can pull up my... Where is it? The Floodgate 12. Dude, look at this Ellie shaman's damage. Almost 4 million DPS in a dungeon. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. But we need a Mistweaver in our repo games to win. Is that true? Do you need a healer? Hey, Greg, what's good? Good to see you. Happy Monday. We're about to get into our first key of the day, and it's been a slow fill. It has been a slow fill. We waited so long for a mage, and now he's like probably relogging or something. I don't know. But maybe we can get in this, one-shot it, and go from there. But it definitely would be fun. I just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could. What's the good word, LB? Let me see. What's the good word? What is the good word? The good word. If I was gonna pick the good word, it's lighter than air. Lighter than air is the good word, and mark my words, lighter than air will come in clutch in this dungeon run. That's the word. Good morning, Spent Chicken. And Richard, hey LB, hope you're well. How's the push going, IO? It's going, dude, it's cruising. We are cruising. I didn't get as much time to play this weekend. Our town didn't end up getting hit by a tornado, but the one right next to me did. Goodness, I'm sorry. My medicine that I'm taking makes me yawn a lot. I'm not. It's so annoying. But the town right next to us got hit by tornadoes, but we got like crazy thunder and stuff, and we lost power for a bit. And me and my wife, we basically just spent the night in our basement, just hanging out. It was so cute. I went down there, and she had like gotten all of our spare like bedspreads and like put them in like a little like a pallet. Not what's the word, but we basically just hung out down there. If I make you yawn one more time, we'll strap in, buddy. Strap in. Been checking for your streams recently. Just started running keys this season. Oh man, just started running keys. This season's fun. What do you think of it, Greg? Are you happy that you started? Um,
Five,
I think this
four,
season's a really good time.
2, 1.
Person said if we can't time, then reset. Hopefully he doesn't know, or hopefully he knows that I cannot do that. uh, yeah, Neve, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm trying myself not to yawn. Hopefully y'all don't see it as rude. It's literally like right now, I cannot control it. Yeah. It's my medicine. My medicine just makes me yawn. We are going to Chi-Ji this. Can someone stop? Oh my god. Oh, thank god that Expel Harm crit, because it took us all the way to full. Yeah, those fans of knives need to chill. Where is an assassin? I only have Para here. Oh, here we go. Well, this is probably a wipe. Actually, I've never seen what these guys do. I thought it would activate a mob. Did we kill the guy before he hopped in? Is that what happened? I've legit never seen what happens when they get that cast off, because I'm always so proactive about stopping it. Yeah, okay, we had a bunch of crap go down there all at once. What happens there? What he typed well. But there I kind of panicked because I was like the only one. Let me get off this mount. I was the only one stopping the Phantom Knives, and it was getting a little stressful because that's like the only scary thing. To heal there. Where did we go? Did we go up here probably? Probably. Oh god, I'm behind. I'm lagging. I'm coming, team. I am coming. See, this is the thing about this dungeon. There's so many different ways that you can pull this dungeon. Like, I've tried this key. No, I've tried the 12 like maybe like twice already, and like something always goes wrong. Like something stupid. Let's stick to the assassin. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Oh my goodness, these pools are so terrifying. There's so much damage. But every time we do this dungeon, you do it a different way every single time. Like, there's so many different ways to do this place. It's crazy. Let's try to get in range of this Druid. All right, it's soccer time. It is soccer time. Had a productive weekend. Got up to 2100 in Hero Track Signet of Pride. Oh man, that's insane. Very nice. 2100 in one weekend is crazy. Let's zap. Use all of our dot. Nice. Okay, we don't have our J-Fire Stomp. This is very weird. I don't like tanking him right next to this wall, because, dude, that wall is a free goalie, right? All of them? Guess so. But yeah, my weekend comprised of us hiding from storms, and I didn't get to play much. And then yesterday I had to do some makeup coaching because I had to do it all on yesterday. So yeah, I didn't get to play much, but I did get to play a little bit last night. And like I said, I timed 2 12s. Well, this must be a strat because we are committing to... Oh. We are hard committing to this little timeout corner. What did Coin OC Pummeler do? Oh, they took all the balls. I didn't get to do them. Oh, maybe it limits where the balls can go, I'm guessing. This boss is like really fun and so free, honestly. Like, it doesn't do anything. I guess if you let the bombs go out, or go off, then it can get a bit scary, but other than that, like, dude, what is this guy doing? This is a 12, and my healing is 600k. To be fair, there are some bosses this season where my healing is like 400k, because the boss just does not do damage. And then, like, the next boss in that same dungeon will just do so much damage. Dude, this tank knows what's up. Even his, like, pathing around this building. This guy is his own affix. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's it, though. He doesn't really have a mechanic. He has an affix. Like, even his big damage thing, his static thing that he's about to do on us, like, it doesn't do anything. Like, look, I'm just, like, sitting here. I have so much time. No one's in danger in this 12. Like, okay, I don't have Peer in a Piece. That was a test. Oh, show the talents. Show the talents. You guys have been yelling at me in the comments. We're running our standard build. No Peer in a Piece. We put that point into Secret Infusion, Master of Harmony, standard talents. I'm sorry it took me this long into the key. If we do end up posting this on YouTube, I'm just going to stick to... Well, someone already kicked Star. Do not play with these swirlies. They come out quick. Okay, I'll stick to Circle. Yeah, this is where people die, is that they just don't respect the speed of which these swirlies, the rapid extraction, dude. Hey, emphasis on rapid. These things come out quick, they pop quick. I just play them extra safe, extra cautiously. Like, me trying to game this and stick to this guy in melee and maybe get like one more cast off and whatnot, that's not gonna make or break this key. But me dying there because I'm being stupid, like, that possibly could, you know. So the time I'm saving by not dying and running back and stuff is worth the time I'm kind of just running around doing nothing. Yeah, I will stick to diamond. Have my leg sweep primed and ready to go, though. I was ready with it. Wanted to get my full channel off, but then, like, I was considering it. Alright, once again, rapid extraction. That's how we die here. We need to roll down. No, we have plenty of room on this thing to walk around. Rapid extraction starting. A rock lance went off there. I think 2 rock lances went off. One hit me and one hit the DK. Maybe for rapid extraction, when we have all these rock lancers, maybe I should just leg sweep. Like, I should be prepared to leg sweep during that, I think. Maybe that's a good play, because I do that versus the guys in Mechagon Workshop. The guys that do that ink on everyone, that heal absorb next to the drill guys. Like, I do that. Every time that the big drill starts happening, I leg sweep the little guys so that no one gets the heal absorb on them during the drill. So maybe in, you know, future Motherlode keys, maybe that's how I'll treat this mechanic, is I'll just have leg sweep ready to go for the Azerite extractions. Okay, luckily my kick did not take there, so we'll kick this one. Furious Quake, someone. Okay, we survived one Furious Quake, but another one would definitely do us in. But welcome in, everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Had a safe and healthy weekend. You know, spent time with the family. Spent time outside. The weather here has been, like, insane. Ever since the big storm, it's like, you know, when a big storm comes through, it just, like, clears up everything. Gets all the bad weather out of here. So we were kind of, like, living in this post-storm world where our weather is just insanely good. Just gonna early kick circle, kind of claim my spot as a circle kicker. I'll pair that one. Feels like we're probably all using our kicks on pools, so maybe I do the thing where there's only a pug strat, but you just delay your kick for the second cast, you know? Like, you what am I trying to say? You anticipate that your group is all just going to kick the first cast that they see. So you just YOLO kick the second ones, you know? Eye level is looking good. Any particular bits you're looking to still get? I have good raid trinkets, but my Mythic Plus trinkets are still a bit lacking. So I have Soul Letting Ruby, which is, I just have it keybound to work on my every other Chi-Ji, and then I have my Mox's Moxie Rug Jug Mox, and that whatever that trinket's called, and they're okay, they're getting the job done, but they're mostly good for raid, not dungeons. I want like the passive damage static trinket. I don't think Mistweavers can loot it even, but I really want that trinket, because that trinket was crazy on the PTR. It just did so much damage across a key, and it's just passive damage, and you know what, can't complain. But I still want the Priory trinket. Okay, when this next guy spawns, we're gonna nuke him down with some electricity, teach him a thing or two about physics. That's right. Do another one. We have our dot, but I'm going to save the dot for the boss. We have Shayloons. We have Chi-Ji coming off too. Well, Shayloons after this big slam. Pump our dot into the boss. Here's the big slam. Gotta get over there so I can melee this guy. We have Chi-Ji for this ad. Okay, I can't reach the ad. Just trying to keep everyone up during this ad. Nice, dude. Our damage is really good. Like, we're good at bursting down the ad, so I don't know what kind of damage profiles like all these damage dealers have, but I know they're good for this fight. Okay, we might be in focus boss territory. 10%. I don't know what the percent would be here. Going stun just so that people can cleave a bit on splash abilities. Yeah, we're definitely focusing boss here. Dodge this frontal. Now we can just zap them. We can fry them. Anyone order some fried Azrock? Got you covered. Pretty easy boss. Just focus the infused one when it gets infused, and swap over to the boss when it's down. Pretty easy boss. I will say some of this trash can be a bit tricky in this little corridor. I was on my Mistweaver at 647 item level for reference. Oh, I see that you chatted something for me to reference that for. Oh, I don't have. We're about to come up on some slow parts, and I'll definitely read ahead. Oh, I only ran 2's, but they were honestly kind of stressful. Oh yeah, for sure. If you're new to Mythic Plus, like, the key level doesn't matter. It's Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus is stressful. It's its own beast, you know, so don't feel bad. Okay, we need this Druid to stop getting hit by those. And then, now as I said that, I will be the next one getting hit. I'm calling it. Just dump our dot. But yeah, keys are stressful. It doesn't matter what key level you do. If you're new to keys, 2's are just as stressful as anything, you know. Okay, we might want to Chi-Ji this. I like it. You could always just revival too, which I am definitely keeping an eye on. I'm considering revivaling at every moment, but so far things aren't super scary. Just dispelling on cooldown someone. I'm pop defensive. Let's zap these guys. Get health bars back up. I keep insurance refreshed on my Druid because he's going through it. Repair that guy before he dies. My kick's gonna come off for this cast. Nice. Honestly, kind of stressful. Then I ran a 4 and a 7 Motherlode. And they were insanely easy. Teammates really seem to make a difference. Oh, 100%. 100%. Like, I'll run a 12, and it'll be the ugliest key I've ever done. And then I'll run the next 12, and we'll 2-chest it with 0 deaths. And it's just like, dude, what is going on? Like, how big of a variance did this group have in the last one, you know? Okay, we got swirlies coming out. Oh, people. Shayloons. See, I am the target here. Going cocoon her because she had the... I don't know why I said her about the mage, but cocoon the mage because they had both mechanics on them. They had the brain rot, whatever it's called, and the dot on them. Mind lash, that's it. Brain rot, same thing. Can we rename it? Can we rename it to brain rot? I feel like mine is better, more fitting. Spell harm that. We don't need to use our defensive here.
If you want a job done right, use bigger explosives!
Alright, Rixa. Just gonna pocket heal the one person. We are so fine on time. I am okay to play this like super safe. I'm gonna dump my dot whenever I can, but whenever someone gets the propellant, just Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist, spam Vivifies for the whole propellant. Just in case it like, yeah, you don't need to do that. You could just keep kicking and stuff, but it's like insurance versus yeah, insurance. But it's insurance versus if they accidentally dip their toes in. Like, I've always found this useful, and sometimes they will dip their toes in and you'll be like, wow, I'm so glad I was doing that, and sometimes they won't and you're like, there's no point in me doing that. But hey, I'd rather be prepared for, you know, option A. He's just AMS'd. How are we getting knocked back? What is going on? Just Shayloon's that. That was a scam right there. We need to top up our tank. Like, this is so unnecessary. They're not taking anything near lethal damage, but I guess I can stop doing that in this high of keys because it's kind of expected that people kind of know what's going on and they shouldn't make those mistakes. We can try to fill in there. Hopefully it hits me. No, it hit the DK. Did he just immune that? Interesting. Or did he go over there and drop? I didn't see. Regardless, this should be the boss dead. We are just gonna zap the boss here, which kind of accomplishes the same thing there as Soothing Missing, because everyone was full except the person getting blasted. So it's like, it's all of that, the damage is funneling healing into that one health bar. So ooh. Hi there, time to learn some shit about Mistweaver. Oh, hopefully I can deliver. These are our last two 12s going. Okay, for charge shot, we are going to pop Chi-Ji. I might pop a defensive here too. Don't need to.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
This place is cursed. Had to waste revival. Didn't have to, but... Did that bomb, like, spawn underneath me? It must have. Oh, that's really troll. I was watching all around me, like, where is it? Where could it be? And then, there it was. There it was. This is an interesting strat from the tank. Just pull all the mines, then we'll just burst them down, get them out of the way. I kind of like it. It's like we are very fine on time. But how did they all choose the DK? That is unlucky. Unlucky. Hey, we got big heals coming in. Also, watch out for mines that spawn on me. GG. There's a mine like on my foot. Oh, is that the dead body of the other one? Now I have PTSD. Now I'm looking for mines like everywhere. Like everything's a mine. We need this guy dead. I'm out of stuff. Alright. Coming up on the double pool. Probably the hardest pool in this whole dungeon. We're just gonna zap this one because we'll need our cooldowns up ahead, I think. I'm afraid of using Chi-Ji here and not having a next pool, really. What sucks is we don't have revival here. But we have our defensives. Let's go and Shayloon's this. I definitely should have Thunder Focus, Seed like an Enveloping Mist before that Shayloon's so that we got our aspect hot. But honestly, it came down to like it not mattering. Now we have our full vitality for the next pool, so... Alright, tank. Where are we going? We're mounting up. Doing another mine pool, getting these out of the way. I don't hate this. When's next lust? Probably on boss, if I had to guess. I don't want to like use my crackling jade lightning charges because I want them up ahead. Unless we plan on like doing some kind of skip. I do have invis pots. I think tank was just trying to pull one at a time, maybe. Honestly, lust this. Popping Fort Brew, Chi-Ji. Okay, next we have double cracking Jade Lightning. Revival, Shaylin's Gift. Okay, now we just need to focus this next one down. Skull needs to die. Because we stacked cooldowns on top of each other for the doubled up mechanics there, but then like we're running out of mechanics, so we just need that one to die so there's no more overlaps. Yeah, now we can get back to just using like a crackling Jade Lightning. It doesn't fully heal everyone for that whole channel, but it does get people healthy enough to where they won't die, you know? Leg sweep that. Getting another mechanic. Not bad. Just zap it. Alright, boss time. Probably got one more mine.
Do you bums realize how much property damage?
That just called us bums. Alright, Muggle Raz Dunk.
Right where you belong, under my wheel.
Blessing the intermission. I actually like that. That's probably the least safe part.
Take some high
He's soothing missing him, so he gets that little bit of mitigation. Dump our dot while we have Gatling gun. Really, phase 1 here is just all about moving that bomb out and knowing where to stand. And luckily, these guys are paying attention to where to stand. I am sticking to my tank. Wherever the tank's telling me to stand, I am standing. That Gatling gun. We're gonna Chi-Ji in defensive on the intermission, and they said we're lusting. Okay, it's a little awkward. We don't have anything to heal off of. Gonna keep our hots applied. My insurance premiums, tell me about it. Dude, Razdunk's about to get Razdunked on. Careful, team. In that situation, guys, if you ever have the choice between standing in the swirlies or standing in Gatling gun, you choose Gatling gun. It got nerfed, got cut in half earlier this season. Easy peasy. Easy does it. Super easy key. Super easy key. Oh my goodness. All right. We're down to our final 12. We only have one 12 left to go. Only have one 12 left to go. GG. Anyone need ring? I do. I don't know if I need the ring, but Haste Mastery's big for if I do need a Chi-Ji raid. Haste Mastery's huge. Oh, that was huge. Huge key. Well, now I get to catch up on chat. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. Welcome in, everyone. Sorry I wasn't chatting much with you guys, but I was trying to focus on the key, get it done, get it over with, and then we can chat together. Hopefully we get like a Cinder Brew here. What do we get? Cinder Brew, nice. All right, one more 12. Let's chase it. Let's chase it. All right, let's see what we got. Neve, you know, I didn't yawn another time that whole dungeon, but now that I said it, I'm going to start yawning. Eye level's looking good. Any particular bits you're still looking to get? Yeah, I think I did answer that, right? Yeah. Hi there, time to learn some shit about Mistweaver. I don't think healers get appreciated enough, TBH. Oh, for sure. You know, I've been doing 12s all week that when I went back to do, oh, they want to do a Prio 13? Ooh. Ooh, Prio 13? Question mark? What's that saying? Look, team. GG's. They're doing a Prio 12. We got to get this last 12 out of the way. I'm one away, or else I'd stick around and jam it with them. But, okay, now we just need this one last 12. Get me in there, Captain. Oh, but now that this new affix is a thing, the one with the spinny orbs and whatnot, you know, I did my first like key that wasn't a 12 this week. Last night I did like a 9 with some new friends that I'm trying to make. Um, and oh my goodness, the affix is so annoying. I knew it would happen. I don't know how you guys are encountering this affix. I don't know how your groups are doing it, but the way this group was doing it was they were expecting me to run around and get all their orbs, and I was like, I will not today, not today. Any thoughts on TS Serenity instead of 2 out of 2 and Secret Infusion? Well, Secret Infusion, think of it like this. Well, right now I only have 1 out of 2, but 8% verse, 8% verse, that over doubles my verse right now. Over doubles my verse. So 1, I can use it if I know heavy damage is about to come in. I can Thunder Focus T and just get free 8% verse. And be that much tankier, but also heal that much more. But also think about like the extra damage you're doing across a whole dungeon by having like 50% uptime on an 8% verse buff. That's a lot of damage, you know? So I'm a big fan. Like I always have been a big fan of Secret Infusion. I've tried to drop it for like other things throughout history. Like there was a time where I was like a big Focus Thunder believer and stuff, and like I've always been a Peer to Peace believer, but Secret Infusion, like you cannot doubt the power of just getting 8% verse. 50%, well, 33% uptime. Well, I don't know. I don't know the double Thunder Focus team math, if I'm being honest. But T Serenity, is that, which one is that? This one? T Serenity. Like, my question is just like, why? Like, think of it like this, Greg. Across a dungeon, consistently, you will always get value by just getting a stat buff. But how often, especially when we have 2 charges of Focus Thunder or Thunder Focus T, how often do you guarantee to get value from empowering 2 additional Renewing Mist, Enveloping Mist, or Vivifies? Like how often, you know? It's like that might come up if heavy damage is coming out, but only like once every like 3 or 4 minutes in a dungeon. So, oh, that's, hey. What? Wow, beautiful. The group disbanded. They were all raging at each other in the chat, which is weird, but I don't know what happened, but we're just gonna act like that didn't happen. We'll get into this one. Now we gotta filter down to the last dungeon. I hate Motherlode last boss because of his missiles. If you're unlucky and you don't have enough time to run away, yeah, there's been like twice this season where someone just stood in the boss and like blew up everyone. But luckily, I think both times I had revival and then followed it up with like either a Shaylins or a Crackling Jade Lightning, and like we were fine. But like, it's just panic out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And I think it was because like it wasn't indicating who was gonna get the missile, so like no one knew to run out there. So I think it was bugged the first few weeks where it would do that every now and then. You need to see which way the flying guards are facing and be in the part of the room where they aren't facing. Yeah, but I think he's talking about the homing missile, the one that chooses a person, you know. Tank needs to move the boss to that place too, otherwise you can't avoid the Gatling gun. Yeah. Hey Ninja, do you know why top Mistweavers are back to Jade Bond and Celestial Conduit and Mythic Plus? I'm confused with the 2-minute Chi-Ji. The 2-minute Chi-Ji is almost solely, I think I said this in my guide, but eventually as the season goes on, you're going to see a couple top-end people swapping to Jade Bond just because there's a few reasons. One, it just juices up your Chi-Ji, so it allows for bigger pools, which is what you need to do in order to time those high keys. But 2, it doubles your Chi Cocoon. So when you go, where does it say that? Now applies Enveloping Mist. Where does it say that? I don't know, but Jade Bond doubles your Chi Cocoon. So if you're using Chi-Ji as the group, so like if you have a Disc Priest and they're like, I'm going to barrier this mechanic, then you all know to get in the barrier, and then all of a sudden you survive the mechanic. That would normally one-shot you. But if you have a Mistweaver, we don't have barrier, but we do have Chi-Ji, and all it does is just put a big shield on everyone when you press it. So like that's how they're probably trying to survive the mechanic, so they want that doubled up shield. So yeah, that's one of those things where it's like you can look at what the top end are doing, but it's it's designed for those keys. You know, it could be completely different from what you're doing, what you're trying to do. Let's see. Because it lets you live through very scary pools, like double spider bot things and workshop and high keys. There's a bug with stacking DR and Mistweaver where you can just face tank the whole thing since it counts as a single attack. Weird. I'm guessing that has to do with like Dance of the Wind, maybe? Werefluff? Let's see. Assuming competent group, how do you rank in terms of difficulty the dungeon this seasons? So if I have a completely competent group, see, and you know what? I had the most competent group in Floodgate, but still I think Floodgate's up there. I think if I were personally going to rank the dungeons this season, probably from my personal experience, Cinderbrew 1, Floodgate 2, Priory 3, and then I don't know. The rest are kind of like supposed to be free, but some pugs have been having some trouble in Theater of Pain. Some people just die to the stupidest mechanics. So, what's your overall damage usually like? Usually aspect at the top with like either Blackout Kick or Crackling Jade Lightning. That last run, I sat on my Crackling Jade Lightning charges a bit, so my casts were low. But normally it's aspect followed by Crackling Jade Lightning, followed by Blackout Kick, and then kind of the rest is in the same order. But yeah, and also I answered about Jade Bond, but Celestial Conduit's the same thing. Celestial Conduit gives you another way to heal through a mechanic, and it's like if you're doing these high keys and you just need constant pools and big pools and stuff, you just need to be able to stack more cooldowns on top of each other. Like that's where Conduit comes in handy, but also Conduit gives you mitigation. So like if you're doing a boss that would one-shot you and you need to mitigate every time he does his big slam, you only have your 2 defensives, and then after that it's like you have Expel Harm Shield, and what's that going to help you? So yeah, there's the reason why people in doing plus 16 keys are taking the safe talents, you know, and taking things that allow them to do more big pools. But does that mean that you should do it in your 10s? I don't think so. How do you encounter the duo boss fight with the dots that needs to be dispelled and remove bombs from the second boss in Floodgate? So how you do that fight is number one, you want to kill them evenly. Because they start to like pop off, right? Is that the one that starts to pop off? Maybe not. Maybe that one's not that bad. But so one person's going to get the kinetic gel or something, get that magic debuff on them. Make sure that you can see it, but also have it on your profile where you can see who's getting targeted, because it'll announce it basically. Like my big wigs announces who's going to get the debuff. And then you watch that person as the healer. You try to get into a safe spot where there's no like bombs or the boss's frontal's not going at you. Get to a safe spot and watch that person. I usually get ready to heal them, so I'll always like soothing mist them as they run up to a bomb and say that this is my teammate and this is the bomb. So they're standing to where the bomb is in the circle. Then I know that I can dispel them and it'll pop the bomb as well. But you want to make sure that they're healthy enough to survive the dispel, because it does pop them as well. So that's why I always like heal them first. And once they get position, I get them to a healthy level. Then I dispel them as quick as possible. Whenever it's me, I run up to one. And if my dispel's on cooldown, I'll just diffuse magic myself. And then boom, it pops it. But then other than that, you just have to like, as the boss is like charging around, some people are going to be getting shot by the other boss. So just spot heal them. But try to stick with... the caster boss, the girl with the gun, you know. Let's see. I thought I watched your guides religiously, but my aspect damage is never high. It's mostly just Crackling Jade Lightning. Am I doing something wrong? You're probably not using your Thunder Focus Tea when you're full on Vitality, or you might not be using all of your Vitality. So if you don't use it, like, so if I pop Thunder Focus Tea right now and then do nothing, so let me pop Thunder Focus Tea, I start to try to use that Vitality. But you see, I'm not using any of it. But then if I cast Renewing Mist, Vivify, well, I guess I'm full health, so I'm not going to be able to do it. But you see, all 1.7 million of that Vitality just goes to waste. So after your Thunder Focus Teeing, make sure that you're casting Um, if you want to do damage, if you want to apply the dot, this is how you apply the dot to someone, and it'll start off. It'll apply at like a small level, and then you have to keep hitting that target to enhance it and draw more. So if you want to apply the dot to someone, say you're in an AOE pool, you can do your cleaving blackout kicks, then Tiger Palm, blackout kick again, and then say that like if you've only used like half of your vitality, but like you have that dot on a couple of those enemies, then you can just spinning crank kick to enhance that dot on everyone, because it's just a bunch of little ticks of damage, and it can really help you make sure you're using all of the vitality. Because the worst thing is that you just don't use it. Like if some of it goes to waste, that's the worst case scenario. Even worse so than just using it inefficiently, you know what I mean? Afternoon, Ninja. Happy Monday, Elite Cheese. Is Mistweaver always healing through Ancient Teachings and Jadefire Teachings in Raid and Mythic Plus? No pure heal cast anymore like Dragonflight? Well, if you were watching the Race of the World first, a lot of them swapped to Chi-Ji, because on Mugsy, they needed to reach a damage check, so they were trying to squeeze in all of their damage that's possible. This is just the explanation that one of the Mistweavers gave from the Race of the World first. The reason why the monks played Chi-Ji and Raid is because they needed to hit a damage check. And at that point, in order to do that, in order to play Chi-Ji efficiently, they had swapped their gear so much that I think a lot of them just stayed Chi-Ji for Gallywix as well, because they had Haste Mastery and stuff. But no, I mean, you're still casting a lot. You're still, even when you're playing Chi-Ji and Raid, you're still casting Vivify. It should still be one of your top healing sources, because outside of Chi-Ji, it's one of your best ways to heal, because you're producing so many Renewing Mist and extending them with Rising Mist and Rapid Diffusion. But in Mythic Plus, you'll see I'm still casting a lot. Like, look, just because Ancient Teachings is so high, part of that is because Crackling Jade Lightning is basically a cooldown and counts as Ancient Teachings healing. But even still, like, Shayluns and Vivify did like almost 100 million healing there. So still important to be ready to cast when the damage throughput's not enough, you know. I feel like if they don't use defensive CDs correctly and take more hits, then the dot is ticking too hard for them not to survive. See, I haven't really had that come up. Just make sure you're staying near the caster boss so that you can at least hit it, because that'll help you maintain like high health bars. And then like throw out your Vivacious procs on people that get the debuff. And but the debuff it does hit hard, so they need to be running to the thing quickly, and you need to dispel them as soon as they get to the bomb, but make sure they're healthy enough to survive the dispel. Greg, there's a weak aura that I have that is like incredible. I didn't make it. Someone else in the monk community made it, and it's just, there's just not a better weak aura for tracking vitality. Oh god, look at all those weak auras. Maybe if I just look at it's Vitality Tracker. It's just this little bar. If you look up Mistweaver Vitality Tracker, it should be like the first one that pops up, because it's so good. It's so good. But props to the person that made it. Hi, I found a talent tree for Monk Caster Healer. Any thoughts on that? It can, if your goal is just to be able to do like 10s and maybe 12s, then it can get that job done. But if you plan on ever going further than that on your Mistweaver, like even in the long run, all you're doing now is probably just taking away reps now that you could be playing like the more optimized for Mythic Plus build. But that build is still very fun. It's still very good it's better on your hands than, you know, Tiger Palming every global, because it's you're casting basically. Like, I don't hate it. I used to make videos on it religiously, but then I was like, I started pushing higher keys, and I did notice a fall off, and especially now that Chi-Ji and Blackout Kick are so strong, I notice a pretty big difference. But like I said, it can get the job done. Like you're gonna do the healing, you'll just do a lot less damage, and you'll do less healing because you're doing less damage, you know. Those are my thoughts on it. But like I said, if your goals are semi-casual to like semi-hardcore, then that it's totally fine. It can get the job done. But just as long as you understand, like there is a more optimal way technically to play the spec, but optimal is pretty subjective, and if it gets your goals accomplished, then it gets your goals accomplished. You know what I mean? Even with Jadefire, you're spending your Enveloping Mist procs Red Crane while in Chi-Ji at Mikey the Infinite. Even with Jadefire, oh yeah. Well, yeah. When you're in your Chi-Ji, that's a different rotation, basically, for sure. Get these food buffs. Okay, let's get this food buff. This dungeon's tough. I haven't done this dungeon since like week 1, where I tried to time an 11 on week 1. Maybe it was first day of week 2.
New customers?
So we'll see.
Or are you looking for something a
Five.
little harder?
As mentioned, new healer, and keys will not be over 10 on my end. Yeah, if you're just still learning how to heal, it's definitely a good spec to learn the basics of healing. And it's definitely a good play style to kind of like, you're basically playing whack-a-mole on health bars. But the problem is there's going to be a lot of downtime where you're staring at 5 healthy health bars, and you're like, who do I Soothing Mist? Everyone's full health. And then you're like, well, it creates like a bad moment. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think and take care of all this healing. It'll create a bad, what's the word? Habit. Of you're just going to be Soothing Misting while everyone's still full. And then like the moment you drop that Soothing Mist, more damage will come out. And then you're going to be like trying to squeeze in a bit of damage because you're like bored of sitting there Soothing Misting full health targets. And you know what I mean? Hopefully I'm making like no sense. I'm making no sense, but just be aware. It can make you heal when you don't need to heal, basically. It's Chewy time. Did I live this? Gotta pop 4 brew. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Dodge, people, dodge. This is the easiest part of the whole dungeon. Just walk to the side. You guy's not even a caster. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Talents. I will flash my talents on screen in just a moment. It's the same talents I was just running. It's my standard build. So if you do exclamation point, well, I guess I don't have the exclamation point thing working on YouTube. It's my standard build. We're running Secret Infusion, not Peer into Peace. We're running Master of Harmony. Guess I could flash there. Okay. Sorry, that got very stressful. Got to dispel and dodge. So the only thing that I'm kind of nervous about is normally I do Peer into Peace in this dungeon to be able to heal the intermission of the first boss very easily. But we're going without that. I want to see if it can be done by me. I know it can be done, but by me is the question. Woo! Live, tank! Holy, this damage. Mage live. Oh no. Oh! Live, team. Alright. I think this is, like, weirdly enough, the hardest room in the dungeon. Like, this is even... I would argue this is the hardest boss in the dungeon. Okay, I don't have defensives. If I get the debuff... I shouldn't have said anything. Shouldn't have said anything, because I knew I would get the debuff after saying that. Okay, I'm not going to use any more of my vitality that I get. Oh, live! Live, live, live! And now I have defensives. Boss is about to be big mad. And now we're gonna use our vitality for healing.
Where's my drink? Keep 'em coming.
And now the boss gets hard. I'm going the long way. Sorry, team. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. I should be using my aspect for healing, don't I? It's Chi-Ji. Ooh. Run! Run, Brewmaster Aldir, run! Okay, our mana's fine. I do not need to be drinking mana tea.
Keep 'em coming. Another one.
Okay, this is like too chill. Maybe I don't need to be doing this in this. This is what I was doing week 1, but I'm starting to think I don't need to be doing this. Definitely could have just participated in the mechanic if I wanted to. Okay, we have Fort Brew. Life Cocoon coming soon. We're just gonna Chi-Ji here. No, we're not. The boss is dead. No point in Chi-Jiing. Easy peasy. A little too easy, but it's because I was playing it a little cheesy. What do you spend Secret Infusion on? Almost solely Rising Sun Kick, but there are some times where I'll do it on Enveloping Mist. But almost solely for the verse buff. And just because cycling Rising Sun Kick is really good. Using Diffuse Magic on myself there, because I needed to pop a defensive soon anyways. Let's kick that. Needed to pop a defensive anyways. And I had the dot on myself, and I knew that there was going to be another dot soon following. So just so that I saved my Dispel, my actual Dispel, for the next one, the next person that got it. That's why I Diffuse Magic. Like a couple different reasons stacked on top of each other, but they all lead to me casting Diffuse Magic then. Got some brew drops. Do you find Fort or Tyrannical harder? It's like a season by season question. Like there are some seasons. It's also a dungeon by dungeon question. Like Theater of Pain, I find the mini bosses get very healthy and annoying, and it's harder to time the dungeon on Fort Week. Whereas like I'm not really afraid of that dungeon on Tyrannical, if I'm being honest. Maybe like the last boss, but nothing else really. Chiji. Well, we need a Crackling Jade Lightning. Reckless Delivery's coming out. We'll Chiji this. We'll Cocoon the Mage. I go short with it. Oh, that's BS there. I did not get clipped by that. Dang. A needless risk, I guess, but
But there'll be more of it. More mead, more money.
that's okay.
Good business.
I'm out of range.
Cinderbrew was my personal directive, my passion. She's ruining everything.
I need to get closer.
Got big pull coming in. What do I have? I have both defensives. Them out of all that mess. The honey. Got spill drink. I don't have my soothe. I don't have Jade Empire. I'm sitting here crackling Jade Lightning. I'm like, why is no one getting healed? I didn't have Jade Empowerment. This boy. This idiot. Alright, need to head to work. Thanks for the stream. Best of luck in the runs. Thank you, Spin Chicken, for stopping by. Good luck today. Have a good day at work. Don't let anyone, walk all over you. Just enjoy your time. Get that money. Appreciate you stopping in, though. Flash talents one more time, please. Yes. It's the same exact build. Like, every talent is the exact same as the one in my guide. Okay, now I need to get into healing mode. After the dungeon, I promise I'll literally AFK with the talents on the screen, I promise. Let's go on revival.
I'm out of range.
I have to Chi-Ji here. Whew. Get rid of his spilled drink buff. Help the tank kite. Roll through that. These little brew drop dudes, they hurt your tank. Might as well down. Well, it's coming up here. Okay. On Chi-Ji. Just a spell. Whew. Do you have a weak aura that lets you know what mobs to soothe or a plater mod? Well, I kind of know like the cast that does it. Like this spill drink cast goes, and I'll let it happen. See this spill drink icon to the right of the plater? So it's all built into my plater profile, which is all available for you guys in my, like every bit of my UI that I use, that I've remembered to post, is in my my channel, my Discord channel, in the my UI channel. So there is like a website. I'll bring up the website after this key. That is a pretty good resource. It's kind of how I like learned what to dispel, or like what to like what each mechanic does, basically, like what category it falls under. So like soothe, enrage is like a mechanic basically, and you can see what mechanics in a dungeon will require your soothe and stuff. There's quite a few in this place, but like anytime a spill drink goes off, like I know personally that's one. So I'll watch the cast. I'll try to stop the cast if I can, but if I can't, then I just have my para ready. And I would rather let it finish casting and para after than using my para to stop the cast, because then it'll just recast it. Got kind of lucky there. Went on myself, just diffuse magic. Sprouting Spout. We have our Thunder Focus Tea. We have Crackling Jade Lightnings. That's very unfortunate. Live, people. So like there I was ready to Thunder Focus Tea an Enveloping Mist, just because like I knew I was gonna have to be healing on the move. I wasted my Crackling Jade Lightnings because Swirlies kept messing me up. Bailey, I don't have that set up yet, but I'll flash them and I'll post them on screen. Like I'll post them after this key for you. I'll manually do it. I don't have that set up. I should, but the reason why I don't have that set up, Bailey, is because I swap my talents depending on the dungeon. So like almost every dungeon I use a slightly different talent build. So that's why I don't have that set up, but I promise I will get it posted for you, Bailey. I promise. Pop defensive. Let's cocoon one person. Easy. I did have Chi-Ji there, but we're fine. We can Chi-Ji the next one. Okay, next one's coming up. Whew. Here, let me just post my talents. Share, copy. Paste. Team, I'm coming. Don't die on me. There, I posted it in both chats. That's the talent build that I'm running for this dungeon. But like I said, I change it depending on the dungeon normally. So like, there are 2 dungeons where I think like Peer into Peace like really helps in the dungeon. But for the most part, like this one is technically my default. Spreading Sting. Ooh. Run, tank, run. No, not like this. Did our I think our tank stood in that beeswax. He got mollywopped there. For free, too. Like, that's crazy. Dude, my dot is ticking for 1 million. Oh, I love it. These pools are scary, but like we shouldn't have lost people there. Oh. Trying to really keep my tank alive. I will use this whole hot on the tank. Live, mage. Whew. Uh-oh. Goodness, goodness, goodness. This is brutal. Well, guess we're not pulling him there, so now I just wasted a Jade Fire Stomp. Should be fine. It's Thunder Focus Tea, so we just refresh our Jade Fire teachings. Whew. These pools are getting hefty. They're getting like... I feel like every pool in this hallway has been terrifying. Let's cocoon the tank. Probably didn't need to, but do not want to lose the tank.
They should be free. Fallen in the forest.
You have to lock up your bees. Letting them be free range was too much labor.
See, that Bestial Wrath just went off. I know I can soothe that, so I'll soothe it.
Just makes that honey spicier. Right, Bank? Bank!
I'm out of range.
Whew. So most of how I know what to soothe is just by knowing like what spells in the dungeon can be soothed, and then just keeping an eye on those casts. You know what I mean? Don't butt pull. Don't butt pull. Don't butt pull boss either. Oh god, everything is enraged. Butt pulled. I said it. I said don't butt pull, and then what do? Go and butt pull.
I'm out of range.
Hey, honestly, we recover from those. Oh, that was that was probably the scariest pull yet, and we recovered. Now it's boss time.
The best for my bees.
We need this Wrangler dead, so I think I just dumped my dot into the Wrangler like my first one. Getting ready to Chi-Ji.
So sweet.
Got Fluttering Wing coming up again. Let's go ahead and sip up.
Hot honey coming up.
We are going to... Crackling Jade Lightning this one.
Wings popping.
Okay. Still timeable.
So sweet.
Fluttering Wing. We are going to
Clap those wings.
Shayloons. Followed by a Crackling Jade Lightning, which my target died. Really just dodging, keeping my tank alive. So trying to refresh some hots on him when he gets the Honey Marmalade and stuff. And then having a heal mechanic or heal ability lined up for this mechanic here.
The best for my things. Off the final.
We have Chi-Chi coming up. Going Chi-Chi.
So sweet. Clap those wings, darling.
Alright, Bank. Is it Bank or is it Bink? Either way, fantastic name. Probably Bink because he's a bee. It's time to die, sir.
Those wings popping.
Don't want to revival here.
So sweet.
We're gonna need everything for this final boss, which it looks like we are gonna lust the final boss. Showing Crackling Jade Lightning, heal the tank up.
Got snacks for ya. Hot honey coming at ya. Clap those wings, darling. Who will be
Dude, the mage. I know they're clinched. Oh god, not like this. 5 minutes. 5 minutes last boss. Last boss is tricky. Skull single target, he says. Am I using my own self profile or someone else's? I'm using my own. I'm trying to think if I like kind of started with someone else's and built off of it. I'm pretty sure I used the default self profile and built off of it.
I need to get closer.
But yeah, I'm using my own. It's all available for download in my my UI channel. Just gonna touch of death this guy as soon as I can. All right, mark a skull.
I'm out of range.
Ascent bloke. This boss is tricky. There's a lot to dodge. We just gotta focus up. We're fine. Guys are tanky. We're running out of time.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Dump our dot into this last guy.
I need to get closer.
3 minutes with lust.
I need it back.
All right. You may have gotten my employees, but now
Alright, we don't have time for role play. Just get in here. 3 minutes. The BEO. My brain was off. My brain was off. It's back on now, though. We're fine. Two minutes. We've already got it down to like 50%. We're on pace. Supplier dot. What do we have? We have Revival, Crackling Jade Lightning #1, Shayloons. Go ahead and apply these Renewing Mists, get these insurance out. Plan it safe, we have plenty of time. Gonna revival these. Shooting one person, defensiving myself, and then Chi-Jiing. That way we can like funnel more gusts of mists into each like individual health bar. Like condense the healing done. Okay, we're kind of running low on time here. Come on, 20%. Surely someone has their cooldowns coming off. $30 seconds. Oh, we did it. It got like super close, but we did it. Ah. Oh my goodness. The mage. The mage is stressing me out there at the end. I didn't know what to do there. Oh my god. Ah. I can faint. I can literally faint right now. We did it. Okay, we got the achievement. What's the achievement? Well, I think we got the achievement. What loot did we get, though? That's more important. Oh, we finally get a shoulder piece. Oh my god, get out of here, Season 1. We finally get a shoulder piece. What a, like, great way to cap off the week. Oh my goodness, guys. We just timed the final 12. What did everyone else get? Someone got a cowl. That's a helmet, yeah. GG. Wow, 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 wow. And we get like a Abyss shoulder piece. Achievement? I'm pretty sure there's an achievement, right? Oh, what does she give me? Gimme. Maybe she gives it to us?
Great day to visit a dungeon.
Wow, LBN. You've taken on some unbelievably scary dungeons and lived to tell me about it. Come speak with me and I'll see about making your most challenging keystones more resilient. Meet with Lindormi and learn about resilient keystones. Ooh, we did it!
Try not to slay too many dragons.
We didn't get the portal in time. I was reading the RP. We did it! We did it. Now I get to catch up on chat. Whew. Okay, Zinaj says, I like playing Conduit because I don't have to think about Thunder Focus Tea too much. I just use it on cooldown basically and keep stacks of Jade Empowerment up. I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Celestial Conduit. It's definitely the safer option. Gives you an extra cooldown, but your Thunder Focus Tea is on like a basically set timer, so if you're fine with that, that's fine. You'll do a little less single target damage versus bosses and stuff and priority targets and stuff, but it's a fine hero talent tree. Nothing wrong with it. Very safe. I am using Soothing Mist and then spamming Velcomist and Vivify, but I might have been unlucky. Also, I got charge from boss at the same time. Didn't help either. Yeah, usually when I get charged, I use that time to use my Crackling Jade Lightnings. Yeah, so don't forget about those either. Thank you for your input. As mentioned, I'm a new healer. Don't forget about Chi Harmony. First 8 seconds of renewing this buff buffs your healing by 50%. Yeah, that's right. I'll make a talent command, Bailey, just for you. I promise. Let me catch up on chat, and then we'll see where we go next. Found them in Discord. Very good. Very good. Using your own skill profile? Yes, my own. Favorite tank class to heal? Probably Prot Warrior. Probably Prot Warrior. They slam things. Do big damage. Satisfying noises. Their health bars aren't springboardy. They're either like super alive or they're mega dead, and that's good with me, you know. Any concerns with the Race World First being over that the nerf bat is coming from monks? I do think we're gonna get a nerf to our raid healing. They're probably gonna nerf like Jade Bond again, or like our mastery from Chi-Ji or something. Like, they're probably gonna nerf something that touches our raid, but doesn't touch our mythic plus. Hopefully, that's what I'd hope for. And what that would look like is probably just like nerfing Jade Bond in some way. I don't know. That's my concern. Hopefully they don't do like a blanket nerf, like an all healing nerf by 5%. You know, hopefully they don't do anything that just nerfs baseline Chi-Ji, because then that would hurt our mythic plus performance. But I really do just think it's gonna be. They might nerf like Vivify's healing a bit, and they might nerf like Jade Bond. Hopefully that's just it. You can never guess, but I don't think about that. I'm not afraid of these nerfs or anything. I think we'll still land on our feet. We're fine. I'm not gonna swap mains just because they nerf Mistweaver, you know. So I don't really think that too far into. I think people like doom a lot about incoming nerfs and stuff. It's really not worth dooming. Yeah, the key exchange chick. She gave us a quest. Let's go turn that in. Where is she? Quest, meet Lindormi. Where, oh where could she be? Which quest is it? I have so many quests, I don't know which one was her, but isn't she like in here, right? She's in this room, the portal room. Deplete prevention, nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to see like what this entails.
Found any good treasure lately?
Quest, ask her about being a Keystone legend. Oh god,
Looking
so
for
dramatic.
someplace new to explore?
You unlock and access the following. Okay. Failing to clear a level 12 or above Keystone dungeon within the timer will no longer reduce the level of your Keystone below your lowest full Keystone level of end time completion across all time. This is one of those I'm just going to have to see how it works, because what the heck? How do you word that? What is that wording? I didn't want to type it ahead of you answering, but I'd say Prot Warrior 2, everything else is bouncy. Yeah. Exactly. Prot Warrior and like Guardian Druid, they might not be like the best, the top of the meta at all times and whatnot. But one thing stays consistent, and that's their health bar. It basically just drops slowly. They're pretty safe to heal, you know. Lindormi is near the Timeways portal. Second done. I think I read that. Hey, let's go, bro. Let's go, Bonjo. When spending Vitality as damage, that damage still gets converted to healing, right? No. I think you're asking, does that heal into ancient teachings? No. So your aspect healing, your aspect damage is just a dot that you're applying to something. It does not heal through ancient teachings. No. So that is not. You can either use your vitality as an aspect dot, or you can heal your allies that need healing to apply a hot on them. Like it's an either or situation basically. But no, it does not heal through ancient teachings. All right. We have timed all 12's. This early in the season is kind of crazy. Hitting 2k on the Disc Priest at item level 635. Disc Priest needs nerfed. Yeah, I would... Look, people are looking at Mistweaver because there were a lot of Mistweavers, but I don't know, man. Disc Priest, dude, they're sitting pretty at the top. All I'm saying is look that way. Look over there. They're doing something crazy. Don't look at us. Eyes off us. We're fine. We're so fine. People, you know, if I'm being totally honest and definitely not sarcastic here, I really think that people brought so many Mistweavers to the Race of World First as like a, you know, like a pet spec. I think people were like, you know what, we feel bad for Mistweavers because like they're kind of underrepresented, and I think they brought them as a pet spec, so I wouldn't nerf them. I think they're kind of like, if anything, buff them. Look, I'm just gonna say, if anything, buff Mistweavers. So I'm gonna say, if they're bringing 2 to 3 Mistweavers for mythic bosses because we're a pet spec and that's definitely the reason, then we need a buff of anything, right? Like, come on, show some sympathy. Buff Mistweaver. Come on. Buff Mistweavers and Presovoker. But you know, buff healers. Buff healers. Come on. Have a heart, Blizzard. Have a heart. Hey, worked on. Did Flood boss and timed it for an 11 key. Very nice. That is a hard key to time. Very hard key. So it's whatever my first ability is. No, it's your spells after you press your Thunder Focus Tea, your next few spells are going to attempt to either apply a hot or a dot. So if you use your next few globals, like say I Tiger Palm this guy, there's a chance that he gets the dot. And then I Tiger Palm this guy, there's a chance he gets the dot. And then I Blackout Kick and it cleaves, there's a chance they all get the dot. But then I Vivify my ally. If I still haven't used up all of that banked up vitality, if I Vivify my ally, there's a chance he gets the hot. And then within that 10 seconds, if you still have time, if you have applied the dot to anyone or the hot to anyone, you could keep like trying to apply it to new targets to use it up, or you could just try to punch and kick or heal the ally that's already has the hot or dot to enhance it and use the rest of it to buff up that dot. So every spell you cast like that can apply the dot, which the only ones that can apply the dot are these listed here. Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick, and Tiger Palm. Those are the only 3 damaging spells that can apply the dot. And then if they get the dot, then hitting them further will have a chance to enhance it. As it Coalescence that reads that, has a chance to spread to a nearby target when you directly attack or heal. It has a chance to intensify, yeah. But Sword Vitality, and then for 10 seconds after using your Thunder Focus, your spells and abilities draw upon the Sword Vitality to deal additional healing. But it's worded weird. It just has a chance to apply a dot or a hot. Very weird. All right. Do we go for some 13s today? Do we do some 13s? Have a great evening until tomorrow. You as well. Hopefully your vault goes well. Bog-eyed, I think. Bog-eyed. But yeah, have a great afternoon. Enjoy the evening. Enjoy the beautiful weather. And then crack a fancy vault tomorrow. We can queue. Oh, I don't want to queue up to that key, to be honest. Floodgate. Do we look for 13s? I really want to get into a push group, so maybe like all night tonight I'm going to advertise, like I'm going to say like looking for a push group, blah, blah, blah. Because I want to start pushing higher keys, guys. I want to push higher keys. And it's hard to pug because look at what I'm doing. I'm having to wait until a key gets listed. And that is no life to live. Yeah, buff Mistweaver, buff Holy Priest already. What are we doing? Why is Holy Priest not broken? Just buff it. Give it like triple Halo. Every time I press Halo, 6 of them come out. Oh wait, they have that. Make Halo do 10,000% more healing. Look, if Crackling Jade Lightning can do 2,500 more damage, why can Halo not do 2,500 more healing? Come on. Come on. Give them salve back. Make salve. Just juice it up and go crazy. Yeah, give them some AoE healing back. What are we doing? You know what they could do to Holy Priest? Hear me out. This is how you buff Holy Priest. Hey, easy as bread. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Whatify. Whatify. Really appreciate the support, easy as bread. The goat. You're amazing. Thank you so much, easy as bread. But here's how they buff Holy Priest, okay? Imagine if every time you healed an ally, you applied a buff to them, and then all of the damage that you did to enemies would heal your allies that have this buff. And then they could give them, like, they could really, you know how they have, like, that Empyrean Legacy or whatever that talent's called? They could really lean heavy into the Holy Priest damage and make them, like, have their cooldowns, instead of being healing cooldowns, they could have cooldowns that, like, juice up the damage that they do. And then they also need to give them like a tank external. And you know what? Screw it. Holy Priest hasn't been good for so long. Give them 2 charges of the tank external. Just make it go crazy. Give them like another AoE mitigation spell and just like Go to town. That's how they buff Holy Priest. Wait. Wait a second. That sounds familiar. That's what I would do to Holy Priest. Just make it into Disc Priest. Whew. I wonder if we're gonna get into 13s. Like, I feel like when you're queuing up a 13, I feel like you would accept the person that's timed all the 12s, right? I would like to think. What does the key deplete thing mean? Do I have to use it, or is it just like my keys are unbreaking? Doesn't say anything there. Is it like an item that I have to use? I'm not sure. Ooh. What do we want to put this reputation in? The general. That's why they have disc. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, I was joking. They just need to buff Prayer of Healing for 300%. 300 is crazy. They need to buff it in specifically Mythic Plus. You know, they've done this before. Like, Revival's a good thing. Healing reduced beyond 5 targets. So they need to start doing how they've tuned Revival is it's buffed in Mythic Plus, but in Raid it's nerfed. So it scales differently depending on your content. If they did that for non-cooldowns, so like right now they do that for like things like Trank and like the 3-minute cooldowns of every spec. But if they did that for like actual AoE heal spells, then it would be a lot easier to tune class. It wouldn't be easier, but it would be a lot better to tune classes. So if they made Prayer of Healing do more healing than it's doing right now in Mythic Plus, but stay the same in Raid, I feel like Holy Priest would be better off for it, you know? Buff Holy Paladins. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Buff Holy Paladins. You know what they should do to Holy Paladin? They should give this like ranged channel damage spell. Okay, hear me out. And every time that you like cast Divine Toll, the next time that you do that ranged channel damage spell, it does like so much more damage, and it should heal allies nearby for how much damage it's dealing. That's how you buff Holy Paladin. And then make them have like a built-in Avenging Crusader. Oh, we're cooking now. We are building a spec right now. A good spec. I need to be on the design team, honestly. Let's queue up for some more of these 13s. Hopefully we get in. It'd be fun to do a 13 today. But if not, if queues are very slow and stuff, I still have to get some vault keys on my alts. So, we'll have some action going. I won't just be flying around Dornegal the whole stream. Not the whole stream. I'm ready for a Demon Hunter healing spec. Oh, that'd be so sick. You know, I can't really talk about this, but there's this other game that kind of rips a lot of stuff from WoW, admittedly. And they basically have a Demon Hunter healing spec, basically. It's literally Mistweaver mixed with Demon Hunter. Pally just needs a focused rework because it appears they have no idea what they want the spec, how they want the spec to work yet. I agree. I feel like they just have two different design philosophies working, and they're kind of clashing right now. But if they buffed Holy Paladin and made it to where every 10 seconds your next Holy Light was instant cast and just did 20% more healing, and then also your Holy Light healed everyone that had like, I don't know, I guess they have Beacon already. How else can we make Holy Paladin into Mistweaver Monk? Just trying to make every melee healer Mistweaver and then make every ranged healer Disc Priest. Blizzard does just hate the Holy Specs. Confirmed. No, I don't think they do. But it is funny. It's like I feel like sometimes the resto specs are in the same boat, and then sometimes like the Holy specs are in the same boat. Demon Hunter beam that heals would be sick. You know, another game that I play called Smite. I don't know if any of you guys play it, but they're coming out with Smite 2 right now, and they're like building it, and it's in beta and stuff. But there's a god in there that you can play as called Ra. It's just Ra, like the sun god Ra. And he has this giant laser beam that he shoots, and it just does a big burst of damage. But in Smite 2, you can kind of like build him in a way to where that will now heal your allies, and it's so much fun. So if they did that with Demon Hunter, where now your eye beam just like healed people that you beamed through, that'd be sick. A very cool twist. All right, people, put me in your groups. It's time. You need the LBN in your key in order to time it. I don't know if we're going to be able to get into any 13s or higher today. Also, you have to consider, like, I don't have enough crests to recraft my weapon, so I'm missing out on like 20 weapon item levels here. So like I'm just lower item level than everyone. So we might just have to wait until tomorrow to where I have enough crests to recraft my weapon. Then we can go from there, you know. But also, I got to change my sub goal because easy as bread. Popped a sub in there. Alright, we're going to load up the alts. A lot of you guys have been asking, like, hey, where's the rest of Druid? You said you'd be playing the rest of Druid. It's coming. I promise. It's coming. But let's get into some keys. Since we're not getting invited into 13s, I guess we could wait for these queues to go away. But then we'll hop on the Druid and we'll see if we can get into a group. Because I do want to at least get a key done on some of the other healers each week. Because it's such a small time investment to get like a very nice piece of gear. Like the vault is such good rates, especially for your first key done. It's one key, one guaranteed piece of gear. Like kind of broken, honestly. It's kind of a broken mechanic. All right, we're likely not going to get invited to these. Unfortunate. Okay, hop on the Druid time. I haven't played the Druid yet this season. I don't even know what my item level is on the Druid, but I really do think the game would be in a better state if they buffed the non-Disc Priest, non-Resto Druid, non-Mistweaver specs. I really do think people would be just generally happier if they just came in and buffed Prez, Holy Priest, and Holy Paladin, and maybe even Resto Shaman. Like, I feel like people would just be happier, and the game would be more fun that way than if they just come in and like axe, you know, some of the specs kind of like they did last season. Because that was so lame last season. So many people that I know, I'm sure you guys knew this too, but like so many people re-rolled a Prez Evoker last season, and then they got nerfed into the ground. They were still very good all season long, but like they got nerfed so hard. I just felt bad. Like I had a guildie that re-rolled and just felt bad for him. All right, what's my item level, dude? 618. What kind of key am I gonna get into? Who knows? Who knows? Theater of Pain. Soothe. 2950 main. Copy. I mean, I'm not lying. I mained Prez since Dragonflight, and it really sucked. I could never main Preservation Evoker. Of all the healer specs, like, I could see myself. I could see a world where I'm like, you know what? I want to change things up this tier. I'll play X spec. But the one healer that does not fit that is Preservation Evoker. I could never main Preservation Evoker. It gets so old so quickly, in my opinion. Now, granted, the raid build does look pretty fun. It's like very reminiscent of like a Disc Priest ramp where you're like stacking up all of your atonement appliers and then doing a big ramp versus like spreading as many echoes, then life binding, and then doing like a big ramp that way and stuff. What level key are we going to get invited to? I keep putting like my mains IO. I don't really know my mains IO. I guess I have the Raider IO add-on here. I just pull it up the lazy way. Oh, I gotta change the stream title. We have to get some vaults slots for our character. We timed our final 12. I'll probably be posting the other 12s as like videos coming soon. The talk throughs, because you guys, from what I saw, it looked like you guys really liked that series. So if they're helpful for you guys, I love making them. Y'all know I could just yap for 40 minutes. I'd be happy. That's why I collect all WOE items I found. My Mistweaver Monk has 632 item level with just items I collect on Priest. Yeah, true. I don't. I think I do keep all of them, but I don't get many of them. What are we doing? Oh, I was changing the stream title. Okay, we need some alt keys. Mistweaver All 12's and alt vault. All right. Stream title's changed. Be more accurate. A Resto Druid key. I have not played Resto Druid in a while, since the PTR. This will be my first key of the season. Let's try to get into a Floodgate. That'd be fun. 2950 main. I'm just gonna leave the Soothe in there. Alright, hopefully we don't get into a 2. Maybe I shouldn't even queue up to a 2, because I don't want to start off with a 2. Floodgate. Another Floodgate. We also, you know what I could do is do some like raiding. We could start up like a big normal raid or something, or do like a big LFR or something. Try to get some tier, because that's gonna be the biggest thing here. Hey, okay, we're into a Floodgate 4. Ooh. Yo. One thing I want to do is I really want to overhaul my Mistweaver, I'm sorry, my Resto Druid UI as well. It's looking a bit, how do I say this nicely? It's looking horrendous, looking horrid. Looking ugly. What's my build looking like? I don't think I need Germination if I'm not tier setted. Oh, goodness. YOLO. Do we go Dream of Cenarius? I don't hate it. I probably will regret that, but YOLO. Alright, let's teleport. What build am I running, though? I think I'm Owl. I think I'm in my Owl Weaving spec. The Leechy said, I main Presence Dragonflight and it really sucked. I hit KSH all seasons in Dragonflight, and I struggled with it season 1, The War Within. Yeah, that does suck a lot. Definitely sucks a lot. True, there's no reason for not buffing healers. It's hard enough in the first place being a healer compared to other roles. Now let's just open up for all the heal specs we have. I think they generally like to keep the specs balanced in such a way where you 4 heal mythic bosses when progging. If they ever did blanket buff all the healers, then there's like the temptation for guilds to 3 heal, and I don't think Blizzard wants that. But I think they can get close to that line, I would argue. If they wanted to get close to the line of maybe you could 3 heal some bosses, then yeah, and I'm pretty sure didn't like Echo 3 heal a boss or something? Could be wrong. Alright, we're in. First Druid key of the season. This is gonna be not pretty. Hopefully not horrendous. If we can like land somewhere between, well, somewhere in that realm, I count that as a success. Got photosynthesis. Why do I have... Oh, never mind. Got my Cenarian Ward. My UI is clashing with the Omni CD. We'll probably fix that. Omni CD. Profiles. How do I load my other specs profile? Profile sharing, maybe? I don't know, but I do need to get the icons a little bit smaller.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, it's close enough. Close enough. Okay, first Druid key of the season. This is going to go miserably. Oh, where's my button? He's out of range. Ah! I have to reapply that to him. Okay, we are bound to our tank. Oh, I still have my movement settings different. I've changed up my movement settings on my monk, and they are not like that for my druid. Okay, I don't have a way to kick this, but I'm getting blasted by that. Oh god, our movement settings are way different. I'm gonna have to import all of my stuff from my monk. Oh, I am supposed to be cat weaving. Ah, crap. Okay. I now see. I was like, why isn't my Sunfire working? Meanwhile, I don't have Sunfire. Okay, cat weaving time. Uh-oh, this just got like 10 times spookier. What is this route? What are we doing over here? On Prowl. I don't think I have a keybind set for Prowl.
All of you, feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
So annoying getting rooted, but it is pretty nice being a druid where you can just like walk out of that thing. Oh my goodness, people stand still. Oh yeah, my UI is scuffed. And I also have my healing, my damage meters swapped. So I was like, whoa, am I top damage? No, I am far from it. Oh, goodness.
Feed all of you.
Ah, my sound. Okay, we're back. Can y'all see? Can y'all tell the difference in my UI here? Because it is just like throwing me off, man. Big time. Where are we going, tank? Some cackles going off. Honestly, it looks like you don't know how to play the game. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh my god. Oh, what a compliment.
Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness.
Darkness. Well, that's probably not the pool we were intending. What on earth? That whole entire cast just went off. What on earth was that pool? Where did that guy even come from? Okay, look. That was a wash. Someone butt pulled the Shredinator. I have no idea how they pulled that far away. Wisty. Oh, Wisty. Yeah, this is actually my first time ever playing the game. Oh, goodness. Oh, Wisty. To rebuff, relink with the tank. Well, the problem is I did not know I was loading into this dungeon with this build. What's your opinion on the current dungeon pool? I personally don't mind and actually enjoy most of the dungeons. I just hate Theater of Pain. Ooh, I actually like Theater of Pain. I really like this dungeon pool. I think it has like a good mix of like rot damage mechanics and like burst mechanics and stuff. And like the burst mechanics aren't like too bad so far, at least. Nothing like too bad this season. Like people aren't just getting one shot left and right.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
I definitely don't prefer this build here. Guys casting over there. Come on. Oh. Dad, I don't have my kick. Why am I don't have anything keybound. We'll have to definitely tinker with our keybinds and our UI after this run. Because things are off. The cast. The cast. Yeah, let's start pre-applying these hots. This big AoE phase. We're cruising. Easy peasy. Come back here. I've only done like 2 keys this week with the affix in it. Live. Just curious, what's your eye level on this tune? It's 618.19. This is my first key of the season on this tune. So I am definitely rusty. Definitely rusty. But I'm already kind of like getting back in the swing of things. I don't like playing this build, to be honest. So I definitely want to swap up builds if we push further. Let's make sure we're bound to our tank. Oh, never mind. Going in. Any kicks?
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Eat my swirl. Oh my goodness. Guys, like moving side. I'm literally standing still. Bro. But yeah, I am a Mooncanoe. I do prefer the like the owl weaving build personally. Like I am a big owl weaving enjoyer. I am a cat weaving enjoyer historically, but I just don't like Wild Stalker. If I'm being totally honest, I think that's what it comes down to. Like in Shadowlands, back when I actually did main Resto Druid, really enjoyed cat weaving back then when it was like you would go Necrolord, and it was a fun time.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
I'm just gonna run through all those. Wait, the Shredinator. But yeah, we just timed our final 12. Like we've timed all the 12s on our Mistweaver Monk. I was trying to queue up for some 13s, but there are barely any 13s queued up. So I was like, you know what? We need some alt keys for the vault this week. And this is gonna be my primary alt for the season, so trying to get at least a key done on this alt.
Use guys stay right where you are.
Use guys, okay. I keep saying this, but I still don't know if I'm bound my tank. Watch Matt's skills on Resto Druid, and he was more like, in theory they do damage, but in practice you focus more on healing. Yeah, 100% with cat weaving. Like in this low of key, like you'll see sometimes some of the fights just don't do damage. Like I could sit here and just apply these hots and then just go in and dot up these guys.
Scrabbling after any
It's on me.
I'll get him, boss.
Okay, well they did not do the mechanic.
Stand still. I ain't done with you.
Looks like we're gonna kill the small boss way before the big boss. Uh-oh. We're about to get the big pop damage. Summon our 3 treants. Heal through it.
mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Oh, I'm in bear stance. Don't know how that happened. Don't know what button I pressed, but it was definitely not my bear stance button. Because, like, we barely need to heal anything for those bosses. Now, this next boss, we're going to need to heal. You know what I mean? Yo, dude, did you say earlier that Mistweaver are getting nerfs? Is that true or just a feeling? It's just a feeling. Like, I don't have any insider information, guys. Like, I don't know. I don't have any insider information. But, like, everyone is kind of suspecting that Mistweaver's going to get nerfed just because they were so... I'm dead here. I guess I had aggro on that guy. But they were so... what's the word? Abundant in the race. I guess abundant is a good word. I'm so used to pulling this way around. I'm playing so stupid right now. But a lot of people are suspecting that Mistweaver's going to get nerfed because, like, there were so many in the race that... Hold on. Vergalia's making fun of my accent. You're not allowed to make fun of my accent. I have the most neutral accent in the world, guys. Come on. Come on. What button I pressed? You're not allowed to make fun of that. That's a no-no. What's my prowl button? Do I have it keybound? I do. This is a crapshoot, guys. I am so sorry. We're back. What button? Hey, that's out of bounds. My accent is off limits. Look, we made it back in the sloppiest run back of all time. It's almost like when I load up an alt, I legitimately forget what game I'm playing. Like, it actually is the case. Okay, we have a crab. This is horrible. I do not like this. Don't pull more. Come on, treants. Keep our fellow Druid alive. Honestly, we take those. Have I catweaved once this whole pool? Absolutely not. 2 bombs just went off. Live team.
Feed on the void. Let its darkness.
Darkness. Such a good voice line. Someone messaged me last night, said that they can't unhear how I used to say this affix on PTR. I used to say, we got to eat the affix, like eat my affix, eat his affix, and so I kept saying that terminology, like eat the affix. Now every time the affix comes out, they think of it. Why don't they look at priests? I know, right? Hey, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's all a feeling. I don't have any insider information, but everyone's thinking like, oh, let's look at monks because there were so many monks. Where it's like, let's look at the other specs because there weren't any. You know, like, come on. No, that's definitely me coping. The crab going off. I'm gonna try to stay in cat form. If I can get some mana back. Tell the warrior the other people are not physically immune like him. Uh-oh. Did he say something? Did I miss it? Must have missed that he said something. Let's go ahead and mark the wild because I possibly butt pulled a few times and possibly died. You definitely have some southern twang. Yeah, no, I'm totally kidding, Moonbeam. My accent, 1, is not off limits. You guys can make fun of it all you want. But 2, yeah, I grew up in the South, so I definitely have some South in me. Feel free to make fun of me all you want. We need rejuves on all these people after we dodge. Wow, people dodged left or dodged right. Brother. I guess I could B-res, but I'm not gonna B-res. Well, it was the guy that went left that died. I'll B-res now. Where's my B-res? Oh, brother. I found it. And I'll tell I haven't played this tune on live servers. I have different different UI setups, different keybinds on PTR, and I need to just like uniform everything. But Live, mage, don't pull me in. What are you doing? Oh, brother. You. Need to stack on the tank. I did not. He's saying if we walk right, we die. I didn't walk right. At that time, I did walk right into a puddle. It's just pure chaos, though. Honestly. That's left. Homie. Homie. It's just all hell's broke loose here. We're just... You know what? This is low-end keys, though. The boss is still dead. The boss is still dead. What? What's this guy talking about? I would go middle. You know what? Left, right, just, yeah, compromise. Go straight down the middle. This is asking for trouble. Oh. See, this is the joy of doing alt keys. I've been serious in keys all day long. All week long, actually. Like, I have been try-harding this week. And then now I just get to come in and mess around. Let's try to stack on someone so we drop semi-okay. These rejuice spread. Guess it doesn't really matter where we are. Oh, we don't need to do that just yet. Dude, regrowth is crazy. Sick. Where's my res button? Okay, here it is. Oh, you'll love it. Man who designed this boss never played Healing Mythic Blood. I mean, the boss is like, it's fun to heal. It really is. But dude, I was just walking into waves. Like, legit walking into waves. Yeah, a lot of people are speculating that, like, not just Mistweaver, but, like, all the specs that were, like, heavily represented, like, there were, was it Fire Mage was pretty heavily represented in the race? Like, a lot of people just always think, oh, whatever specs are played is going to get nerfed, and, like, yeah, a lot of times that is the case, but it's not always what happens. It's just what, it's the safest thing to assume, I guess, coming into the post-Race the World First little part of the season. MM Hunter? I don't know. Survival Hunter, actually. Survival. I mean, I would take him in the middle of the pool. Yeah, we were kind of hugging that wall there. My whole UI is different, because there I can't see their health bars when we're not in combat with them. Very weird. I have a lot of settings to change. I did not see that we had gone up and pooled. Now's the time for a B-res, right? Guess not. But like normally I can see health bars before we pool. There's just a lot that's different in my UI here. No, I play SV. Oh. You play survival. I like survival. Survival is one of my like favorite alts that I have. We're coming back, team. Alres. This is just the most scuff key I've ever been in. It's been a while. It's been like over a month since I've even played this spec. And we're getting it. We're getting the full experience. That would confuse more players guaranteed. Yep, look at the other specs. They're buff disc. And they're gonna buff disc. Could you imagine? What a world.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness.
Darkness. Oh. Get my orb, please. I'm trying to heal you. Not today, Swirly. Not today. By the way, what did I just say? By the way, question, if you enter workshop and forgot to repair, you can't get out, right? No, you can. There's a little goblin guy there. Okay, we are kind of low on cooldowns here. Normally, oh, I have Convoke. What am I saying? Giga Zap. Oh, I'm supposed to be cat weaving. Oops.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. You dare pit your wits against mine?
Looks like they took that Giga Zap straight to the puddle. Alright, we gotta kind of hook our affix. Oh, brother. Okay. They stacked their Giga Zaps. Yikes. This affix is so annoying on this boss because mine's just gonna go to the void. Like, there's nothing I can do here. Why is this one chasing me? What the heck? Do I adopt the dead peoples, I'm guessing? Huh. Never seen that. Alright, someone eat my affix, please. Killing me, Smalls. Okay.
Well done.
Goodness gracious. The hardest fault +4 I've ever been a part of. But no, there is a little goblin dude, like in that first little tunnel. He's small. What did I say? Sumney? Sumney. What did I say? Oh, now we're just making fun of my accent. Okay, you know what? You're banned. Banned from chat. You can no longer talk about my accent. I'm kidding. What's your opinion of the current dungeon? Oh, I read that. I love Theater of Pain. I also love Theater of Pain. I think it's a fun challenge. And I like that it's like different every time you pull it, you know. Maybe I just had a smooth enough run, but the portal area with the tornadoes and the last boss always annoy me to no end. Yeah, that last boss is annoying, for sure. Yep, look at other specs that are gonna buff it. Buff disc. Southerners unite! Mistweaver from Tennessee over here. Oh man. Oh, Southerners unite. I don't feel comfortable saying that. I'm a firm believer that so many less wipes would occur if people just said clockwise or counterclockwise. Yeah, but then it's like, oh, then yeah. You know what? I like that. So what would that be? Clockwise would be left. I am dyslexic. It's much easier for me to understand thinking about a clock. For me, I am also dyslexic, and it's that doesn't make it necessarily easier for me, but whatever works. I feel like this late into the season, I say this late, we're still pretty early, but at this point in the season, everyone should kind of be on the same page of which way to go.
We cannot hide from
Hey, Alina Weave with the raid. Milkers incoming. Wow, what a raid. Milkers incoming. How do I respond to that? Oh, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I'm gonna say Alina. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alina Weave. But very, very cool. Very cool. Thank you for the raid. I'll make sure and return the love sometime, dude. Those emotes are absurd and amazing. We are incoming. Well, we just did. We finally timed our final 12 on our Mistweaver, and now we're like, I'm kind of done with what I wanted to do this season. So we're trying to get some vault slots on our alts, which sounds boring, but when you consider how horribly I'm playing on these alts, it kind of made it a spicy little key. So yeah, stick around, have some fun. We're just kind of memeing around right now. Currently, you guys joined in at the perfect time. People are making fun of my southern twang right now, so you guys caught it. Perfect time. The last pull of Floodgate sure is annoying for casters. Yeah, you can't really sit there and plant at all. It's pretty obnoxious. Alina is perfect. Stream was very cozy, thank you. I was so happy to see you live. Been following you on YouTube. That's so cool. That's so cool. I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 5 as well. So I'm glad that you saw that I was on and caught me, because there are so many streamers. Like, there are so many. I try to pick like who to raid nowadays, and it's just like I have no idea. He is right about the horrible part. Okay, Brig, you're gone. You're this close to being banned. No, I'm just kidding. Mistweavers unite. I know, we need to stick together. There's so few of us nowadays. I guess there are like a couple more of us than there used to be, but yeah, I mean, there are so few of us, especially like few like content creators and stuff at like similar size and stuff. We're too many. Got to do a purge. You want to purge them? So you're saying your two chats? Let me just clarify. Your two chats were Mistweavers unite, and then we have to purge. Oh goodness. Dude, nowadays we're so popular though. I mean, yeah, it's kind of been like that since Dragonflight Season 3. Let's get another vault alt key. Hopefully we can play this character much better than our Druid. Is Mistweaver Monk beginner friendly? Honestly, people will say yes, but I'm gonna say no. I mean, I think any healer can be beginner friendly, but like Mistweaver, it requires you to be in melee. So if you're coming from, like, say you mained like an assassination rogue or something, then like, yeah, you're already fine dodging melee mechanics. But the good thing is, like, a lot of your healing you can do on the move because it's just punching and kicking. And yeah, so when did I start playing my Mistweaver Monk? Oh god, I forgot about this giant weak aura. I'm keeping it. No, you know what? I need to swap off of it because we need to swap builds to Totemic. But I started playing my Mistweaver in Shadowlands. But keep in mind, I started in Shadowlands. I'm still I'm still kind of new to the game. You've never seen a troll monk? I'm gonna lie. Well, that last character was my druid, the troll druid. Now we're on a troll shaman. Yeah, I started playing my Mistweaver Monk. I started playing it as a Windwalker, and then eventually it just became. I was like, let me try out Mistweaver, and then I tried it and legit fell in love and was like, I'm never not playing Mistweaver again. This is so much fun. What do I take now? We have so many free points. on shamans. You can tell I haven't logged into my shaman since the season started. I have been playing specifically my monk all season long. Dude, I'm just gonna take Thunderous Paws and call it a day. Let's go. Literally same. It was such a good time. I mean, like Ancient Teachings, it was its first little debut as a legendary. It was such a fun time. Even back then, like Tear of Morning was a legendary. It was a fun one. I think, dude, Feline Stomp was kind of like our meme thing. It was just fun. It was just fun. You haven't seen me then. We got mini Bloodlust too, a personal mini Bloodlust. Should we queue up to this 14? No. What keys can we get into on this character? What's our item level even? Oh, that necklace. Did we get? I feel like we got one in our final key. No, we did not. Okay. Yikes. Just queue up for stuff. Just get into keys. I'm gonna use my main's IO to. Oh, never mind. We don't need to. Yo. Our UI is as scuffed as they come. We don't need Unleashed Life. How bad? How actually bad is our mana? Okay, yeah, we definitely put our second point. I forgot they put 2 points there. Fallen Order. Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. Fallen Order was the best time to play Monk. Loved Fallen Order. Absolutely loved it. Combat Titan said, do you think more classes should have Bloodlust, seeing how important it is for higher keys? I fall under the category of people that think like, I think a lot of the utility, a lot of the party utility should be pretty universal. Like most specs should have it. Because like right now you look at Priest and they don't have a kick, and it kind of like makes it a little miserable to play Priest, you know, or like at least healer Priests. What key did I just queue up for? Did anyone see? Cinderbrew. I'm pretty sure it was Cinderbrew. My memory serves me. Oh gosh, this is about to be so ugly. I did some Cinderbrews on Shaman on PTR, but I have not thought about it since. Been really enjoying Spirit Walker's Tidal Totem. That's a mouthful. Spirit Walker's, there's so many totems. Spirit Walker's Tidal Totem. After using Healing Tide Totem, the cast time of your next 3 healing surges within 30 seconds reduced by 100%. Mana cost cut in half. I mean, that's sick. That is sick. What did I just pick up? I picked up Downpour. I do like Downpour with Surging Totem, though. But that is really cool. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the new Priest, the new Holy Priest talent, where now when they pop their Apotheosis, their next, like, 3 heal casts are kind of free. Just check the map and see where they are. But what if they're like at like Mechagon, you know? Then I'm like sitting there clicking all the maps, you know? You don't need that totem. You said that totem. What totem did I just pick up? I have no idea. I still have my food buff from last season. That's crazy. Hearing you say this late in the season on week 2 is kind of fun. I know. I've been way too locked in. You're so right. I have been playing this game nonstop, other than Saturday, when I had to hide from tornadoes. But yeah, I've been playing this game so much, it feels like we're so late into the season. I've also been like blasting keys too, like more than I usually do.
Sorry.
I love how this gear is like, oh, that necklace. Yeah, we need that necklace.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
I have no idea how this key's gonna go, guys. Also, what's our earth situation, earth shield situation? I kind of don't want to lose charges, so let's drop, screw it, let's drop this, pick that up so my brain has to think less. I promise we'll be all better off for it. So let's earth shield, I have to click water shield. What else do I have to click? This button. Where's my weapon thing? Okay, we're beautiful. The Manatide, you're right, I probably should have dropped. Oh, I don't have Manatide. Oh, you're saying you don't need that, yeah. Oh god, guys, this is about to be so ugly. So ugly. Which healer would you say is the most beginner friendly? Probably Holy Priest. Probably Holy Priest. To an extent, Resto Shaman too. Resto Shaman, the more you zoom in on the class, they have so many different buttons that you have to know what they do and stuff. So like, but if you just play Shaman at a beginner level, like I'm about to do basically, every time I like pick up a spec again for a season, I have to like relearn it. Um, it's pretty beginner friendly. There's some like passive healing that happens in the background with this and like your shields and stuff. And then you just kind of spot heal around. I don't want to pull everything right then left, so hold it. I have no idea what we're about to pull. Downpour and range group is literally a no-go. Yeah. Big facts. Big facts. Also, I only have 2 charges because I'm going Totemic. I haven't played Totemic in a while. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, what do we have here?
Hey.
New customers? Or are you looking for something a little harder?
That was terrifying. Starting off the pool, getting aggro. Don't like that. You know what? Call that a success. We recovered. We did have to commit some big cooldowns. I also just butt pulled. Okay. Look, you're gonna butt pull when you have thighs this thick. It's just a fact of life. Let's throw a big old stun down. Nice. Hey, our healing's kind of good. Kind of good. How much of that was Earth Shield? About 8%. Not bad. Keep that healing rain on as many people as we can. Ow. Put on our healing this totem. Healing Tide. Whoop. Oh god, this affix is gonna drive me insane. I've literally dodged this affix like all week. I remember we get free chain heals. I'm a big fan of like Earth Living Weapon. I think it's just such a fun idea. Such a cool talent. Put down one last totem. Dodge, people, dodge. Yeah, our settings are way off. I'll have to tinker with my UI and try to mimic my Mistweaver's UI onto this character. For sure. You know what button I just went to press? Ancestral Guidance. Literally just went to press it. Oh. You will be missed. But hopefully everyone has all of their weekly goals done. Like, did everyone get their vaults filled as much as they were wanting to? Oh, Tank, you're dying. Is everyone satisfied with where they got their vaults? Because today's the last day, at least for us US people, or us NA people. I'm pretty happy with my vault. I've been playing so much this week. Butt pull. Oh my goodness, they don't stop. Hello, okay, ban me. I will start articulating everything that I say. It's so nice not having to keep applying my Earth Shield to the tank. That was so annoying last season. It's like every other global would have to be Earth Shield. Just stand still. Goodness gracious. Every other global. I need 2 more 10s for Vault. I've been running 3 days a week. Been raiding 3 days a week. Start of season, so time is short. Man, 3 days a week. Crazy. I'm considering, like, I'm gonna start applying to, like, second guilds. So I can have 2 characters raiding each week. Even if my second one's just, like, a heroic, like, AOTC guild or something. I think it would be fun. Let's go and... Oh. We had the same idea. We also didn't lust. I don't know if that's my job.
Where's my drink?
Where's my lust button? I have to click it. Beautiful. I'm just gonna run around and get these affixes taken care of. Lovely. What did I just press? Oh, that was him knocking me back. It's like, what did I just press that knocked me back that far? That's crazy.
Keep 'em coming.
Luckily, my whole group is moving as one. It's like my chain heals are just zipping to each one of them.
Another one.
Except that shaman. I think I had to heal for infinite amount of time there. Pull over there. Pull over here. Or else I just did the worst surging totem in existence. There we go. All part of the plan. Uh-oh. Yeah, he was in the bad. Clean. Clean. Just coming back into WoW, usually run Resto Shami as well. Didn't play Season 1. How do you like the Resto Shami now? I'll be honest, like, I'm a huge Resto Shaman fan. And this is my first Resto Shaman key of the season, other than playing it on PTR. And on PTR, I didn't like it as much. But you know what? I am a big fan of Totemic Resto Shaman, like a huge Totemic enjoyer. And I do like that Oh my gosh, I almost said it again. Totemic is back to being like the play. Like, I like when Shaman is balanced where Totemic's the play, is basically what I'm trying to say. But it does feel like, I don't know if removing a button from them was the play, in my opinion. But then again, I'm not like a Shaman expert. Like, I'm not like one of the big Shaman theory crafters and whatnot. But I love Shaman's core kit, you know? Totemic, you said you'd articulate. I know, but I forgot the first T. I said Otemic. Me and my wife have been watching too much like Hulu and Peacock. They always play that Ozempic commercial. I'm not going to sing it because I'll get freaking copyrighted, but yeah, I guess that was stuck on my mind. I said that I would articulate. But the thing is, like, part of the fun of having a horrible accent is getting to use it, you know? And if I just articulated and never utilized my miserable southern accent, then, you know, it's like, what was all this for? You know, what was growing up in the South for? So definitely wouldn't choose it. Definitely would not put it on my worst enemy. I go to here. So it's like, yeah, there's some good and there's some bad, definitely. But I think with time and once I get more comfortable with the current rotation of cooldowns, I think I might enjoy it better in the long run now than before. But who knows? I think I was just so high on Resto Shaman before that it's hard to match. You know, I think that's the current state that I'm in. But it's such a fun spec. Always one of my favorite alts to play. Totemic. It's basically exactly the same minus AG. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's weird. Like, every now and then, like, I'm big on planning my cooldowns for the next, like, big mechanic. So, like, right now, I'm not really having to do that. Like, I'm kind of just pressing the buttons as they light up and stuff because it's a low key. But, like, if I push higher keys, which I was trying to do, like, 12's on the PTR on the Shaman, like it felt a lot harder cycling your cooldowns when you have one less, you know? It was a lot harder to deal with mechanics one after another and pool to pool and to pool. But now that we're in live, like things are different. Like they kind of did land on their feet a bit. But yeah, on PTR it was definitely a brutal time on Shaman, admittedly. Nice.
Letting them be free range was too much labor. And their anger and frustration just makes their honey.
Also, I am one of the few people on this planet that actually enjoyed Primordial Wave. I know. It's horrible. But I actually really did like it, and I kind of miss it. I think Whispering Waves is kind of like a lame version, you know? I really enjoy playing with the Riptide Primordial. See, I'm not the only person. I liked it too. I liked it too. You're not alone. But also, it's not the exact same. Totemic is pretty similar to what it was. But like, Farseer is different. They definitely mess with Farseer's numbers, making the guys like scale off your mastery. It's very weird. Very weird. And just like in almost all cases, it's just worse than it was, you know? Yeah, definitely. I'm not like Totemic is my favorite, but I do still enjoy playing Farseer from time to time. And like, I haven't done it on live to be fair, but on PTR, it was like noticeably like worse. Like it just felt worse. Alina, I put a screenshot of my trolley boy on LB's Discord. Interesting. I don't know what any of that means. I'm supposed to. Oh, I don't have Lust. Alright, tank, live this. This boss was really easy on the 12. I was kind of expecting more of a fight from it. We have Nature's Swiftness there. Your troll Mistweaver, gotcha. Let's eat some affix. Feed them my affix. Come here. You look hungry. Come here.
Get those wings popping.
We're going to have to drop Rocky, help the tank out, because he just butt pulled a lot more than I think he knew he was going to butt pull. Wonder how much Rocky helped there, my little Earth Golem. I like to think it helped, but who knows? Only the tank knows. Okay. Uh-oh. We're very behind on these ads. Like, these ads are not dying. They're just, like, melting our group, too. Like, here I have aggro. I'm going to pop defensive. Stun to slow him down. Let our tank get some aggro on him. Let's feed the affix. Yeah, we are falling behind very quickly. Need some healing surge spam going through. Die, bank. Bink? How do y'all say it? Bink or bank? So many bees to ride. Yeah, we were just kind of healing. Just kind of healing. DPS are tunneling, boss not doing the mechanic. Yeah, exactly.
You're really trying to be a bee in my bonnet. You may have
Gonna be a bee in her bonnet.
business, but I'm still boss, and this is still my matery.
the rep pally saying, if you're trying to push keys, learn that fight or you won't be able to. I agree. Bank. So you say bank. Got it. I never pull that boss second. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, whoa. Normally we go from that boss to the final boss, so it's weird going this route. Totally forgot we had this group of, or this clump of the dungeon left. Rest of Shaman's still thirsty for mana as ever. It's not like as bad as you'd think. As long as you're using your nature swiftness on cooldown. Now that you don't have to like keep refreshing your earth shields if you don't want to, like, it's not horrible. It's not as bad as it was last season, in my opinion. Because didn't they reduced like the mana cost of Surging Totem by a bit, like toward the end of last season, or was it start of this season? Can't remember. Just focus the big guy. I also use Lava Burst a lot, and it refreshed my mana. Oh yeah, I use it too. I use it like on cooldown. Like I'm constantly pressing it when I don't have it. But I don't think I'm running that talent, the one that gives you. Oh, I didn't mean to ping that guy. The one that gives you mana back. I don't think I'm running it. Where is it? Lava Burst, Riptides Restore to that. See, because it's only 2,000 mana, you know. But I guess like you do press it a bunch over a dungeon. I don't know. Mana replenishing talents are actually useful. I mean, you have so many mana replenishing talents. Like you still have the one where when you crit, you get mana back. You have the one where like, you have Mana Tide Totem is now baked into your Healing Tide now, and now you have the like Lava Burst one. You have a couple different ones, so it's like they all kind of suck. But I guess if you stack them on top of each other, they're not like the worst thing. But still, I kind of opt to not take them unless I know I need them. Like right now, like look, I'm full mana. Because like we're kind of going from like easy pull to easy pull. But to be fair, I'm like in a low key. So it's like we're really not at risk at all. Plus Surging Totem, these Riptides heal so much. Like we're just kind of chilling in the hots. Speaking of Surging Totem, man, look at all this value. I'm going to bait it this way so we can get back in my Surging Totem. MLG. Absolutely MLG play. Put me on a team after that. That's like a raid call and a half. Like if Max made that call, hey, bait the charge over here so you're back in the healing range, that kills the boss. Easy. It's like, I don't even need to touch that debuff. We are so fine. I can just sit here and cast Chain Heals. And we're all living. Oh, we're pulling back. Got it. I want so bad to shoot Chi Burst right now. Can't tell you why. It's just something so satisfying of when you... like you pull a group of mobs through like a little corridor or a doorway. Shooting Chi Burst through that doorway is so satisfying. I can't be the only one that thinks that. Like I cannot be the only one. There's nothing like it. And there's no way to explain why it's so satisfying. It just is. Did you watch the race? Because the Worgen bit was my favorite meme to develop from it. Wasn't it like people popped their Worgen racial to gain extra speed so you did more damage with your little Katamari ball? I'm pretty sure that's what it was, right? I didn't really tune into the race that much. I did for a bit, but they were just on Muggsy, and I was like, ah, this is kind of boring. It got boring eventually. I tuned in a bit. And then, like I said, I was dodging tornadoes all Saturday, and then the moment we got the all clear message that the tornadoes were, like, gone, I got an email, oh, so-and-so killed the final boss. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Or it wasn't an email, it was like a Reddit notification or something. Heya was playing some monk with the caster building got super outperformed by a Fistweaver. What do you think which build is doing better. I think they're both performing like pretty equally, but it depends on what content you're doing. So like if you go into lower end content, like Chi-Chi's profile is just as good, if not better, than Yu'lon's. But the higher you go, the more like Yu'lon kind of can amp up more. But you're also seeing like people are able to heal bosses on Mythic right now. Like the Race World First, you saw some Chi-Chi builds. Because like not only are you doing very similar healing, but I think they also chose to do that because of like damage checks were like a big thing on those last two bosses. So they wanted the healers to go Chi-Chi and stuff, but I mean it could literally, it could be so many different things that calls that. Like item level could be in play. Could be just the boss and the timings of the boss could be in play. I used to only take a mana talent on like a plus 15 key in the past. Yeah, I tend to try to take as few as possible because I feel like they kind of, you don't really notice them anyways. Or at least I didn't. And I feel like I would feel the need to just burn my mana more when I had them, you know? Maybe it's just me playing bad, but it's like if I knew I had some mana returning talents, I'd be like, okay, I'm better on mana. I can dump some mana here. And overall, it just made me worse off, you know? I love this move. This evoker just walked into my healing rain. Very nice. But like, yeah, you're not like the best spec on mana, you know? The faster ball, but the protection warrior was doing insane damage on that boss, saying it was because the Worgen racial was bugged. He was also pressing demolish, which is insanely high damage. Interesting. I saw that they did call out someone for doing a Worgen bug and stuff, but they were just like, we just got to give it to them because both guilds did it, I think. I don't know. I don't want to speak on that because I don't really know the full story, but I think that's funny though. Getting a racial buff to make you faster, to make you do more damage in your ball, but should it have worked like that? No. But that's just like lazy coding, if you ask me. Making it to where you do more damage scaled based on how fast you are. Obviously, someone's gonna find a way to abuse that, you know. All fours, yeah. I think the guy's name was All Fours. I just suck with that build, to be honest, as well. As for now, I'll get the hang of it. I mean, you can get the hang of it, or you could just swap. I mean, if you're better with the other build, it's player to player, you know? Some people are just better with Chi-Chi, and, like, are good enough in raid with Chi-Chi that playing it makes more sense, you know? And like I said, if you're just planning on progging, like, heroic raid, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Chi-Chi in a heroic raid. Please eat my affix. Please. Alright, this next one we're just gonna drop some totems. Let them do the healing for us. Easy. Easy enough. It would be fun to push on Shaman, like, kind of like we're doing on the Monk, like actually go all in beyond 2.5k. I would definitely enjoy that, but no. This season's all about the Monk, as much as it can be.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
I like that. The paladin just getting on his horse and running a circle around us. Kill ads. He said coot. Oh, we're killing boss. Okay. Go, team, go. It was all a bit. It didn't actually do anything. Really? the thing I only saw something on like
You take out
an
the
article that
monster
popped up on my phone about it. I didn't see much about it, but did it really not do anything?
Now you're
Ah.
riding my bees like some nature-loving weirdo.
My guild is really small and semi-casual, 10 players the last few weeks, and Chi is definitely viable for most encounters. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. If I were in your shoes, I think I would go Chi as well. Also, if you do go Yulon in a guild that has like 10-ish raiders, one change that you definitely should make no matter what is you should swap to Chi Harmony if you're not already playing it. Because you're just probably sitting at like everyone has Renewing Mist anyways, you know? So you would rather have Chi Harmony than have longer Renewing Mist in that case.
Yes.
Do you sell? I do, and my sell profile is available for download in
Feed on the void.
in my Discord, in the My UI channel. So
Fill you.
join up, download it if you want to, along with my other UI. Oh my god, dude, this paladin is going crazy with the affix. Just stand still. Killing me, Smalls. Yes, I use Cell and I love it. The Shaman is just face tanking that. Alright, final boss time.
Alright, you may have gotten my
Also, want to learn Mistweaver. Played back in Panda days and really enjoyed it. Haven't touched it since. Give it a try. It's a good time right now. I have guides out for Mythic Plus and Raid. I plan on making a 1-minute guide this week. Because I kind of just didn't make that already, but I do want to. Give it a shot. It's a really fun time right now. It's always a fun spec, all biases aside. But especially right now, it's just extra fun. Such a good time. Let's go and dispel the Paladin.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
We're kind of killing this boss a little bit slow, but maybe we dodge that? Yeah. Yeah, the racial is not called All Fours. No. The person that did it was named All Fours, or maybe that was just his details name or something. Uh-oh. This tank's a little chaotic with those frontals. Wasn't the guy's name All Fours or something? Let's pop it offensive.
Feed all of you.
Oh, where did my... That was weird. Can I tell you where my Spiritling totem was about to go? Maybe up on that chandelier up there thing? Alright. We have a vault slot on both of our resto healers. We have an insane vault week coming up on our Mistweaver. We got all 12's done on the Mistweaver. This week, so far, has been such a success. You gonna main Monk this season? I've been working on 4 different healers. Yeah, we are maining Monk. We've already been blasting our Monk. Let me pull up our Raider IO. It's probably not up to date. Yeah, we have been blasting on the Monk already. Got 2942 IO already. Do you know if the inspiration thing from the tier set can be shown in Cell? Oh, you mean the insurance? Yes, it can. It's a little tricky, so I'll show you guys how to get insurance showing on Cell. I don't have the tier set on this character, so it's hard to explain. But if you're trying to show it in Cell, you go to Indicators, scroll down to your Healers group. And I already have it added, but you need to click this little plus icon. It's kind of hidden there. I just deleted that one. I just deleted it. Okay. You click I just deleted 2 things. What did I just delete? I'll have to go back and find those. If you can find, why is it overlapping there? That's so annoying. Why are you hidden? How do I get just the plus? What on earth? Why is the plus hidden there? I don't know, but what you need to do in order to add it is click that plus, but try not to delete all of your HOTS that you're tracking. And then you go to Google. Say that you're maining like Resto Druid. So you would go to insurance Druid. Wow. So each insurance buff, like each spec's insurance buff, has a different spell ID. So you need to find, like here, I'm on the insurance buff, but it says class Druid. So I copied this spell ID, if it'll let me. And this is specifically the HOT called insurance that Druids can apply. You copy this. If it'll ever let me. It's being so laggy right now. Copy. And then you paste it in here. I'm afraid to do it because that is so bugged. Why is it being like that? Why is that plus hidden? Hidden brig. I caught it before you did. So then you would need to paste it here, but I'm afraid to click this because then I'll lose my Symbiotic Blooms buff. Tracking. How do I expand this? Can I make this bigger or something? Why is it being weird? It's being so weird. It makes sense when you show me the page to get it from. Thank you so much for showing me how to, man. You rock. I appreciate that. I try. But yeah, you look in the URL and it'll say spell equals and like a big string of numbers. Gotta love cell. I know, right? Why can't I do that? Does anyone know how to get this plus sign from, you know, away from this X? That's so annoying. Symbiotic Blooms and I just double clicked. Why did I do that? But now the plus is bigger. Oh my goodness. I am just destroying my own cell profile. But luckily I have it available for download. I can re-import it if I need to. Is there a plus up here? Track by name. Any cell experts in here? I need to make my either make my cell page bigger, kind of like how you can scale this down. I could do that for this whole menu, or if I could just get this plus sign out of the way. Like, what is going on? I've deleted all of my HOTS. The plus sign is hidden. General, okay. There's nothing here that lets me change the way that the cell menu looks. Maybe change the scaling. Okay, 1.48. This changes the actual grid scaling, but I guess it does change this too. 1.48 is what we had, so maybe this. So that now, see, it's still hidden. Still hidden. 1.48. Maybe change the font size here. This is so scuffed. Why can't I do this? This is so stupid. Maybe change the font? I have no idea. There'd be something here. Just put the scale at like 1. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I have no idea. Addition for the video for raid. Addition for the video for raid. Yeah, we're just gonna have to re-import it this time at this point. But that's how you do it. If it would work for you, that's how you would do it. Let's teabag once, and then we'll log out. Oh, hold on. Let me fix what I just broke. At least. Scale 1.48. Okay. We'll log out. I just checked, and the plus is all by itself at the bottom. Hold on. Okay, I've pressed log out twice, but you're saying there's another plus down here. Bottom. Yeah, it is for you, but it's not for me. I don't know why. I don't know why I upset cell, but now it's hidden. You see, though, the UI is a bit bugged. This primordial wave is hanging outside of the box there. I have no idea. This is so annoying. We'll just have to re-import it. It's fine. People always accuse them of exploiting, so they were just playing into the bit. Ah, gotcha. I did the same thing, delete. You have to carefully mouse for the bottom. It's just not worth. I'll just re-import my monk's profile eventually. Gotta love Cell. Gotta love Cell. 1 minute video. Oh, as a Mistweaver, when to choose Chi-Ji and when is Yu'lon better? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could do that. They just changed the details name after, but the original bit was they were using the racial, which they called all fours to do extra damage, but it didn't do any extra. Okay, so it was just a bit. Gotcha. I just saw a post about it. I didn't really look too far into it, but guys, I'm gonna call the stream here. I need to go cook. You can hear my wife starting to rustle around out there. She's probably getting hungry. Oh Lord, I deleted the icons of my Cell add-on. I know, me too. Deleted all of them. Cell is weird right now. But yeah, we're just gonna have to re-import our profile. But guys, I appreciate y'all for hanging out today. It was a really fun stream. We blasted some keys on the monk. I guess tonight I'm gonna go try to make some videos and then do some keys, trying to help my guildies get some vault keys in and stuff. Reinstalled Cell and it worked for one dungeon. The next dungeon my screen froze mid-pool and WoW was not responding. Love that. Love that. Yeah, she awakes. She awakes now. She's probably her work is really stressful right now, so trying to be as supportive as I can for her through her like busiest day of the week. Basically, she has a really busy day today, so I'm trying to make her some extra food and try to make it easier on her. But we took down all the 12s. We have every single 12 done, every 12 time. We got the achievement, so looking forward to pushing more beyond 3K, seeing how high we can push this season. But guys, thank you for hanging out today. Enjoy your week. I'll see you guys possibly tomorrow, but most likely on Wednesday. We're going to keep the schedule the same for the most part while I catch up on things and stuff. But guys, I appreciate you all. Take care. Have a good Monday. I'll see you guys next time. You see the Race World first? We're both running Mistweaver. Oh yeah, Mistweaver's running Chi-Ji. Yeah, they asked one of them, and they said they needed more damage to get the Mugsy damage check. So all the Mistweavers started gearing toward Chi-Ji, and then I think someone said that they stuck with Chi-Ji because they had the gear for Chi-Ji for the final boss. So I don't know, pretty interesting stuff. But Chi-Ji, Never said it was bad. I've been saying Chi-Ji is like a sleeper pick since they announced the changes. Even when they changed Jade Bond, I was like, I don't know. Chi-Ji might still be there. So, very exciting time to be a Mistweaver. Okay, bye everyone.